And welcome to 540 Studio De Beyond Season 4, everybody. Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land. It's good to be here, and we're going to have a lot of fun talking about stuff today. But
What if
unfortunately,
I don't want to
we're.
have fun talking about stuff?
No, yeah, we're going to. But
Hmm?
of course,
We'll talk
I
about
am joined by Kilted and Technosapien. But Cash Money will be here
late and
in a
gay,
bit, he said.
late and gay,
And
late and gay, or late and white. Sorry, come on.
Baron, you need to pick up when we try to call you. We need you, Baron. You're supposed to be here, Baron. We're streaming on your channel too. So
What's he
hello to
playing? What's he
everybody
playing?
who
What's he playing?
Contra something police
Oh,
again.
come on! Oh,
That's what it said on his
golly.
Steam.
Well, I got back into Destiny. I'm still playing that again. It's like just yeah.
So we're waiting for you, brother. You're supposed to be here today. We're waiting for you. Um, but other than that, of course, I'm
You
here
are
with my other
late.
co-hosts so far. How are you guys? What have you been up to?
I'm putting together Transformers blockies, and these are amazing, and it's the best money I've spent in a long time.
Nice.
They are so very
Yeah.
cool. I'm sorry. They are. They're awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, but that's the most important part. If you think it's cool and you enjoy it, that's important, right?
Mhm. I'd say the same thing. I used to get the little mini Destiny Lego figures and put them together.
Oh gosh, I want to get those. I want to get those on this. Oh yes,
Oh, that's fun.
And
I didn't.
yeah, what about you, Tom? How are you doing? What have you been up to?
Living the dream, just constantly trying to sell things. I'm selling some of my bunny girls and the 40 different games of PS2, PS3, and 4 varieties, some Xbox Ones, and just
Yeah.
downsizing. Plus, I want to go on my trip to Europe this year. I really want
Yeah.
that.
Need to
As a
come to
photographer,
Norway,
I
you
want to do
know.
it. Well, that might be down the road. I can't afford everything at once. Europe is a special thing for me. Going to the UK, so it's. But
Yes.
then I want to go
You
to
know,
New
I
York
get you.
then
Yeah.
Montreal. I'm going back to Montreal, but like I
Yeah,
said,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
just I got some projects I want to work on.
Yep. And of course, we do have people in the chat, of course. We do have Joe. Hail to Joe. It's good to see you, man. And he said late and bisexual. Yep. We were a little late today. One, I forgot the time a little. Two, we were trying to wait for at least Baron and Cash, but they're late. And I don't know if they're bisexual, but I will say they are late and gay. And we have Cass. Hail to you. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. And we do have Real Wade Nation Gaming Clips. Hail to you, brothers. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. And we do have Charlotte C. Hail to you. Hope you're doing well. Good to see other new people here. It's always fun. And Cass said, I'm playing Minecraft right now. I have not played Minecraft in a long time. Have you guys?
I play it every once in a while and get back into it. Go on a little survival with my kiddos, with my little tiny clones.
Yeah.
You know what's fun? Portal Knights. I played. It's like Minecraft, but a little bit more RPG element to it. It's really fun.
I started playing that again.
It's
It is
fun. It's
fun.
such a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have. I don't remember the last time I played it. It's a couple of years ago since I played it,
It's,
Hmm.
but it is fun to play once in a while. Once in a while, it can be fun with friends, at least.
Oh, yeah.
And we do have Hunty in the chat. Not as gay as JoJo poses. Lol. No, I've not. I've just been relaxing today. Done the normal, usual stuff. And yeah, not been doing too much, but just simple stuff. If you know, been watching a lot of stuff lately. Been watching a lot more K dramas.
K
There's one
dramas.
cat. Yeah, K dramas, Korean, South Korean
Oh, okay.
action movies,
Yeah.
K Korean dramas. The one show I'm watching recently is Uncanny Something. I don't remember the full name right now. It blanked out of my mind. But it is about people, who has powers, and they get like powers from heaven in a way, and they defeat the evil spirits on Earth and stuff like that. And a really good show, a really good show. I've been enjoying it for at least season one was really good. I do enjoy season two, not as much. I felt like they slipped on certain stuff. But hopefully, when season three comes, it's gonna be better. I hope it's gonna be a good finish of the show at least. And I watched, of course, I watched new episodes of Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man
Mm.
show, and I didn't see any link yesterday, Kilted. I was kind of waiting for a link, in a way, before I fell asleep.
The fuck! I didn't send it to you.
No, you didn't,
Shit.
man. We were guy.
Fuck!
I
I didn't.
thought
I'm
you
sorry.
what? Dude, I've been watching the show so we could talk about it, and I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna go to bed. I'm tired.
I
If I
can't
forget, if
take
I
myself
forget,
to
send
watch
it.
it. I can't. I
So
try.
I don't.
I download them, and I'm like, I just don't care.
I
Care.
don't. I don't honestly know if I can recommend it yet.
Hmm.
no,
Uh,
but I will still say Peter acts still like Peter at least.
yes, that
Yes,
is
Spider.
that is the major plus you can give to it. I
Yeah,
have opinions on Norman and his behavior, and
yeah.
uh,
How did you feel about testing all the suits?
uh, no capes. I thought the no capes part was funny. I thought the little kid screaming at the black suit
Yeah,
was
yeah, it's
pretty
nice.
good. Uh,
No, how do you like the Lincoln story so far? Tombstone.
Digging it so far, yeah. I like that. They set up the names, and the big rock, like the driver. Is that supposed to be? That's supposed to be
I know
Rhino, right?
it's the father. It's
That's
his
his.
father. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. It's not the Rhino. It's his father. It's the father to the guy who becomes Rhino.
Huh.
So they're using him instead. So I don't know what they're gonna do with that, but I
I
didn't
like.
hate everything
I
here.
like.
So
I like Doctor Octopus. I like that they.
he is the most accurate of the villains so
I like
far.
his voice. I like the voice they went with.
Yep. At least he's pretty accurate.
Hmm.
The guy we thought was Cyclops was not Cyclops.
Not Cyclops. Just what
The
was he?
woman we
Just
thought was
random.
Rogue was. I don't remember his name, but he is a character.
His.
Both
Okay.
both of them are characters in the
Yeah.
comics. I just it didn't kind they kind of did not look like the characters, him and the girlfriend.
Yeah.
But they're a part of the comics. I just don't remember the names at the moment. Uh,
Hmm.
and the woman that we thought was Rogue was not Rogue, but she just looks like Rogue with the hair and the outfit.
Mhm.
So like we were really wrong, Kilted. We were a bit wrong.
Well, we're sitting there speculating.
Yeah, we are.
We're
It's like
waiting. How are they going
because
to
we do.
introduce Kingpin?
Yeah. So we
So
are like we are. We thought that they would show some X-Men in it because it looked like it, but
yeah,
nope,
they look
they
like
are
him, but
not.
no, I don't see any X
No,
Men in this
they
so far.
they just really used a lot of the
Who was it?
styles.
Someone
Hmm.
I know. Somebody does the voice for Tony Stark in Iron Man, so they're going to show up eventually in some way. Who else? Still waiting for Kingpin and Daredevil, so that'll be interesting. We found out
Yeah.
when it takes place, and that confirmed it's taking place in an alternate reality or an alternate
Yeah, that
dimension.
that was said from the beginning, though.
Yeah,
That was said from the beginning. That was going to be an alternate universe. Originally, the show was supposed to be Tom Holland's story. A
no,
TV show of his beginning,
well, they definitely
Hmm.
Spider-Man.
changed it there because of the Sokovia
Yeah,
Accords.
they changed it a lot to become different than what it originally was. And Cass said, "I'm so happy I have early release tomorrow at school. Finally,
Yay!
nice." And Joe said, "Haven't watched any of the Spider-Man and not gonna hate watch it." No, I will say that that's the best thing to do. Don't
Yeah.
go and hate watch it. Just try to be open-minded. And if there are stuff you don't like there's a lot of things that me and
Uh,
Kilta don't like in the show, but there are positivity here and there in the show.
Now, I got a question, and I think I don't know if I said this. I know I said this last night. I don't consider it. I guess the race swaps and gender swaps. I consider that just lazy, flat out lazy, lazy
Hmm.
writing, almost to be expected. It's
Yeah.
creative
It's
bankruptcy.
it's just it's just to get
Other,
the agenda points. That's
yeah,
all.
that little checkbox. Other than that, I don't see anything ideologically driven with this show, like quote unquote woke. What people would consider, you know,
No, it's just to
MCU woke, whatever you want to
yeah.
call it.
No, I will say
I
it like
I
this.
haven't seen
It's
anything else besides the race
it's
swaps and
own
gender swaps.
yeah, it's only race swap and gender swaps. That's for me too. That's basically it, right? Like the
So
story
far,
overall,
so
so
far.
far, so far, yeah, so far
Hmm.
the story ain't too horrible. I will be
Hmm.
honest about that. The story is not too horrible, at least. And I do really enjoy Peter in this. I really enjoy Peter in this.
Okay, I haven't seen it yet, guys. I'm going to ask you guys that. What about that scene where you guys showed the or something about that the police profiling the black guy? Didn't that seem a
Uh,
little off? Like,
okay,
like
that too. That was extremely on the nose. So
It was
yeah, yeah.
extremely
with a
on
little
the
more, I guess, with a little
nose.
more context,
We did
he
get more
he
context in the
just a
episodes
little bit.
now.
The neighborhood
Mm.
he lives in is a high crime neighborhood.
Hmm.
So if you want to make that excuse, I'm not trying to make that excuse. I suffer from devil's advocate brain. It's
Yeah,
involuntary.
yeah.
I thought that scene was just, oh God, Jesus Christ, do you have to be so on the nose? But
But
in a
so
sense,
far,
it's
with the new episodes, we did get a little context that can make a
yeah.
little bit more sense with his
Hmm.
brother and the way he gets the name Tombstone. It's like, yes, I still wish that
There's
Lincoln was
gangs and
born
stuff in that
albino because
neighborhood.
he is a black person in the comics too, but he was born albino. He always standed
Mhm.
out because he was born albino. So I kind of wish that he was an albino in the show in the beginning, but they're probably gonna do something different that he becomes like really white skinned as an albino.
So
So they're probably gonna do.
would it be considered hate watching it if we watch it because we review shit like that? I wouldn't
No,
consider that hate watching it.
I will say a lot
Oh,
of
what the
people do
hell?
hate
Hold on.
watch it. No problem. No, I will say there are a lot of people who will hate watch just to hate on it and shit on it.
I never
But
understand why
sometimes
people do that.
it's like,
It's
yes, there's a lot of things in stuff that I don't like, but I don't want to hate watch it. At least if I'm gonna watch it, I'm gonna watch it to review it. I'm gonna
yeah,
try to see the positivities of something and the negativities. Sometimes I can see the positivities, sometimes I cannot see the positivity. It all depends, when you watch it and how you view it yourself. It's like for me and Tom, for example, here, Technosapien, we like Craven the Hunter. We like the new Crow
mm,
movie. And I know a lot of people hate watching them just to hate watch them. And some people like Kilted watched it because they were curious and wanted their own opinion,
yeah.
you know? And that is important. It's the same thing. Tom, you like Halo, and a lot of people hate watching it just to hate it. You watched it, you enjoyed it. I
I
watched it
did.
because I'm a Halo fan, and I wanted, I hoped that I would like it. I hope it would be good, right?
Mm, mm.
But for me, it didn't hit the spots that I wanted it to, and I had a lot to say about it, of course. But it all comes from different perspectives. But going hate watching something, that is the stupidest thing you can do. It's just like you go in there to just hate it. That's what you're doing. You just go in there to hate it,
Well, wasn't it the
and
Scooby Doo, the Velma one, whatever? People or whatever. People watch that just to hate watch it. That's why it gets so high numbers. I'm like, why are you helping the show get over? That made no sense.
you
It's
know
like, why?
exactly. And hail to Baron!
Howdy.
Finally, bro.
Sorry I'm
Finally.
late. Sorry I'm late.
You're late, and what Joe said these days, late and bisexual.
Mm. Okay.
but I, but let's see here. Joe also said, what is the obsession with making Peter Parker Tony Stark's bitch? Yeah, bitch, we get it. And Charlotte said, hate watching is for emotionally unstable people that think their opinion really matters once show is made. If you're not watching it with open eyes, you have an agenda, not the show. Yeah, I can agree with that, like stuff that we basically touched upon. And I think Baron, you can, you can feel like that too, probably. Like a lot of people just hate watch, right? And just to
Yeah.
complain about it and get the clicks, get the views,
Hmm.
and so me and Kilted, we have been watching the Spider-Man show, the animated show that just came out, right?
Yeah, there's a new
And
one that just came out.
yeah, and we have a lot of things that we can complain about here and there, of course. But
Yeah.
again, the show isn't too horrible. Peter feels like Peter. The story is pretty decent. The writing is not too horrible here and there.
Mhm.
Of course, there are scenes here and there that you're like, that's kind of weird. That's kind of stupid here and there.
Mhm.
And of course, we have a problem with the agenda-driven race swap and gender swaps, of course.
Needless to say,
But
yeah.
but the story overall ain't too horrible, right? And we have to give credit where credit is due, right? And we will
Right.
criticize what we need to criticize. So we're
Right.
criticizing the bad parts of the show, but it's still a story there. So far, it hasn't disappointed us with the story. The only thing I'm annoyed by is mostly the gender swaps and stuff like that, and race swaps.
Mhm.
That's like the biggest thing. But they want to check the boxes. But at least what me and Kilt and Hosh is doing, we watch it with an open eye and try to, watch it, see what they're doing right, see what they did bad. We're actually at least watching it, right?
Right. Well, you're watching, yeah.
Took you long enough to show up.
Yeah, it
Oh,
did.
wait, hi.
All right.
Hey, Baron, how's it going?
I'm doing just fine. Yeah. Sorry, I was running a little. I actually lost track of time, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you played Contra something police again.
But no,
Contraband. Yep. Mhm.
just my part is, and yeah, that might not be big on you. Like, you don't worry about the gender swap, race swap, but that turns people off initially to not watch it. Though there's going to be a lot of
It
people that
does.
won't watch it because of that. So that to me is a stupid move to begin with. Like,
Oh yeah, I
that's going to turn
completely
a
agree
lot of
that.
people off.
Of
It's
Okay.
course,
They
stupid.
don't
of
care.
course it is.
Well,
You know,
I had to take a phone call. What were we talking about still?
the Spider-Man,
Spider-Man
like, to
show.
me, that turned a lot. Like, that would have turned initially a lot of people off to not watch it at all when
Oh,
doing
the
that.
lazy,
Like, to
the
me,
lazy race swaps. Yeah.
yeah, like,
Oh, yeah.
and gender swaps. It's like,
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, exactly. I mean, uh, I know I was hearing you talk about the hate watch and all that, and it's understandable someone going out there and watching, like at least one episode to see is it going to be as bad as not. It's not one of those. I'm going to fall on a sword for you and take these slings and arrows so you don't have to. I mean, there's nothing wrong with at least seeing at least one episode and see if there
no,
anything redeemable about it. When you
Yeah.
go through the thing sucks, but they can. Oh, I'm going to continue watching this series and all that. It's like, well,
Yeah,
what does
it's
that
like I
do?
I I, I want to say that the show still has me intrigued to see where the story
Mhm.
goes, and I think you feel the same,
Right,
Kilted. You're intrigued to see where the story is gonna go, right?
Yeah, and it doesn't hurt
yeah,
my brain.
right. Well, that's kind of the important things on that, and it's kind of sad that you might want to, you might look at it as going, this really isn't top tier, but in this day and age, this actually is top tier, and that's sad to say. It's like
Well,
something that'd be a middling show compared to something that'd be a good show.
the number one thing that both me, Jason, and Hoshi have said is they got Spider-Man and Peter Parker right as
Yes,
far as his quips and his
he is
dialogue.
Peter.
Yeah.
He is
Hmm.
Peter. He's
So
Spider-Man.
they managed to do that. So that's
I will
gonna
give
keep me
props to the
watching
voice
for
actor.
yeah,
The voice
that's gonna
actor's
keep me
doing
watching for a little
good
while.
job.
Yeah.
what about
Really
what
does.
about the
So,
costume though? What's with this costume change?
The white
How
wait,
they explain?
which one?
Like, he's wearing the
Um,
jersey. I mean, has he got the original costume now? I
The
mean, we
jersey was
start
not
with
his
yet,
that's his
but it's
homemade costume, his little,
mhm.
preliminary I'm just
yeah.
gonna wear this
And
right
in
now
the new
costume.
episodes, he's been
hmm
trying different suits, and now,
Yeah.
of course, he has the white suit, and all that kind of one of my favorite suits from the comics. Um,
I'm wondering what's gonna happen because we know he has to go to the traditional red and blue. That
Yeah.
has to happen because if they don't, that's a wasted opportunity. People want to see the classic
yeah, we
Spider-Man.
we are gonna
Like
get the normal
like
suit. We are gonna get it at
but
least.
why but how is that going to happen? There
Yeah,
has to
that's gonna
be
be a good
you think it's
question.
going to be
And
some sort of falling out between him and Norman Osborn. Oh, like I said last night,
I think it
I
is
I,
because
I don't
again,
care. I don't like
I
this Norman Osborn. He's too
no.
quirky and clippy and like
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of him either, but we know that he's gonna turn the table. We know he's gonna turn the table. It's
yeah,
Norman Osborn. You cannot make him a nice guy through the whole show.
yeah.
You cannot.
So we
But he is
shall
a little bit
see.
too, yeah, he's a little too quirky, and I'm not a biggest fan of his character.
Mm.
So before we get to other stuff, to Kilted, how do you feel about Harry so far?
I haven't seen anything. He just comes across as a spoiled little rich kid who doesn't believe he has any friends because everybody around him just wants to be around him because money and clout and everything. I haven't seen anything, and I even said this last night, to back up the thoughts of him being any sort of they them. He just
It's more of a joke. It's more of a
yeah.
joke because the
But
way he
oh,
looks.
that wasn't a joke when the trailer came out. Everybody was on top of that. It's like, oh, he's this, that. It's like so far, it's like I chose to wait and
They
see,
made him so
and
feminine. It's like they made him so feminine that it's it could have
yeah.
been a possibility. So I do understand people too because they
But
made him so feminine. But
so far, there's it's not coming across that way.
I don't hate him. It's crazy. I really don't. I just hate that he's race swap, but I don't hate the character in general.
I hate lazy fucking writing. It wasn't necessary. You
Yeah,
didn't have to do that. It's
you
just
didn't
like,
have
come
to do
on,
that. And Joe said,
my issue.
whatever you do, Mario, please make Peter an adult in the next live action movie. That would be
People
great.
have
That
been
would actually,
begging for that for Spider-Man instead of,
yeah,
oh, he just became. No, they want Spider-Man
yeah.
established out of college with Mary Jane, an established relationship where he's still, being Spider-Man. Just
Exactly,
further on in his
exactly.
life, why do you have to keep
We,
making him like?
Yeah. And Joe
we know
also
his
said, "I'm
story by
hyped."
now, so yeah.
Yeah, we know his story. One thing I will say though, I'm happy they did mention Ben though in the show and stuff like that at least. And Joe also said, hyped to see Craven. Haven't found a time yet. Yeah, dude, I love it. I really love that movie. I thought it was a great movie. Unfortunately, with the other movies, I do understand why people didn't want to watch it and stuff like that. Some people just watching it to hate on it. But it was actually one of the better movies they have done with actually a proper backstory. The movie was even longer than normal Sony movies. You have a full backstory, you have a purpose in the movie, great action scenes and everything, and nothing of stupid agendas to get any points or anything like that. It was a really good movie.
It was well paced, well acted, tons of gore and violence, and just good action. It was an excellent film. So
Yep.
yeah,
And Cass said, I had to switch my Xbox to my room because my HDMI cord is in my living room. It's not working, but I had to have HDMI cord in my room for DVD player to watch it. Okay. Yeah, I get that. And then we have the lovely Sherry. Hail to you. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Hope
that's
you're doing well.
that's why I got like so many HDMI cords. It's not funny. So many things I gotta plug in. It's like holy
Yeah.
crap.
But yeah, hate watch is stupid. Just
Yeah.
say your own opinion on how you feel about it. It's like even we disagree with, the Fantastic Four trailer, a lot of us, and I just go after the trailer that I didn't like it that much, but I like the suits, I like some other parts, but I don't like everything. And again, I hate Pedro Pascal. He destroys everything for me when I watch the trailer.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
It still looked interesting though. I'm gonna say there was some. I didn't hate it as bad as I thought. Galactus looks
Well,
cool. I'm like, okay, yeah.
I like the aesthetics, but what are they going to do with the rest? That's the thing.
Well, it
You
looks
know,
like
I
they're not
like
going to
the
go to the
aesthetic.
direction they originally were. They were going to go like she hates him, they get divorced, but now it looks like they're going to have
yeah.
be a
well,
happy
yeah, because that
family.
would have been an immediate failure.
Oh
Like
yeah,
that would have been just like, oh, let's just burn the money now. It'll save us some time.
Yep.
But of course, who didn't we see in the trailer?
Yep.
Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
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 That
Yeah.
hurt the people.
Y'all, we already know what's coming.
Yeah. Yeah. But we are going to talk about some news and some Marvel news at that. So it's good that we mentioned some Marvel news. So we're going to talk about Rob Liefeld himself,
The man, the
What he
myth,
do
the
now?
inability to
the
draw
legend.
feet.
So we do have, of course, Deadpool creator Rob Liefeld will no longer work with Marvel after Deadpool and Wolverine premiere. So this is going to be really interesting to see what he actually had to say about this. The artist describes several perceived slights, such as being denied access to the after party, and makes a head-turning claim. Kevin Feige does not treat comic book creators well.
I'm not
Well,
surprised.
for many years we have talked about this on this channel and other channels.
Yeah.
that Disney in general does not care about the creators of the comic books and other stuff like that. It's even when they got
It
your
ain't
people back.
so.
Yeah, even when
Well,
they
they've
got
openly
your
I'm
said
right.
they
shocked.
don't want the people reading the comics before the films. Like, well,
Oh no,
that's just
no,
it.
it's worse than that. They have no respect for the creators. They try. Disney doesn't like to
Mm-hmm.
give out royalties. That's why they change. That's
Exactly.
why you get so many changes from one iteration to another. Because if you change it to a certain, if you change it a certain percentage, it becomes a different character, and it's no, and you don't have to pay royalties, and it's scumbag.
No,
It's absolute, complete, and total scumbags for it. Anyway,
Yep.
do, do, do.
No, so of course they don't treat the writers well, and we talked a lot about it. And again, like I was gonna say, is look at all the people that worked on Star Wars who did the expanded universe, who just got removed.
Puppy!
Some some of them came, of course, back, and they didn't get treated well. They barely got any money for what they've done. A lot of the writers from the expanded universe, they don't get any paid or any stuff like that for the old stuff they created back in the day. Because again, Kathleen Kennedy said there were no source material. So, but
Let's
this
keep
is
rubbing that in.
something new. But I'm happy that Rob came out and talked about it, and also it's kind of weird that he got denied an access to the after party
No
of the movie.
shit.
Like, it's his
That's a dick move.
character,
Yeah, no
you
shit.
know.
That's a dick move.
That's a dick move.
Yeah.
That's his character. It is his character. You need to let him be there. Come on. I wonder how Ryan felt about this stuff that's going on. I really want to hear from him what he had to say about stuff like this.
yeah.
Um, Give me a second. And I just want to say, Cash Money said he's on his way.
Thanks for the
At the
warning.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Layfield laid out his decision in a 19-minute episode of Rob Versation. I can't pronounce. Goddamn, my English sometimes is stupid. But on the podcast as well as in a follow-up interview with the Hollywood Reporter, where he detailed series of perceived slights at Julie's New York premiere of Deadpool and Wolverine. At the premiere, Leafield learned that he and his family were not invited to the after party, and something he was assumed to. He thought he was gonna, of course, attend it, and I do understand why he thought he was gonna attend it. It's his character. He created this character,
Mm.
Hmm.
so it's rightfully so that he thought he was gonna attend to it. Um, to the after party. Something, yep. Snubbed by Disney brass, including Marvel Studios boss Kevin Feige, whom he says was near him on the red carpet but did not acknowledge him. This does not sound good for Kevin Feige. You have to acknowledge at least the creator of Deadpool. The movies would not exist if he never created Deadpool. We would never know about Deadpool, right?
That's correct.
There's even talk of him in the movie. You see the back sign, the Liefeld play.
Yeah, he's
So
mentioned in
it's
the
like,
movie.
hello.
I love, my favorite part is that Liefeld shoes, the shoe store.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because and
I
the
love that
joke
little
is he
bit.
can't draw feet. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Rob cannot draw feet, and that was
Oh,
the joke with the store. And hail to Cash Money.
well, it's cash.
Oh my goodness. It is.
So Cash, just to bring you up to speed a little, we're talking about Rob Liefeld, who was not invited to the after party to Deadpool and Wolverine, and as he said, Kevin Feige does not treat comic book creators well.
Yeah, I got a message from Crit earlier. It's like this is not right, man. And it's like, are should we be surprised?
I'm not.
I'm not.
Me neither, and as we said earlier too, this is how Disney has been running the companies for many years now, not caring about the creators themselves, the original creators or anything. They get bad paid or they don't get paid at all, and they
Mhm.
just steal the property, and they will earn the money, and not the creators themselves.
Mm.
And of course, I feel bad for him because again, he created Deadpool. It's his movie. Um, So come on, let him join the party, you know? So I would really love to hear what Ryan had to say about this. I think a lot of us want to hear what he had to say about this because, he's the main star of the movie.
Hmm.
um,
Hmm.
so, where was I? Can't find. Yeah. So again, Rob mentioned that he was on the red carpet, and Kevin Feige did not acknowledge him. And again, you should have done that. He's the creator of Deadpool. Without him, Deadpool would never exist in the first place. It was so meant to embarrass, diminish, defeat me, Liefeld said on his podcast, for not gaining access to the after party. And there was another apparent slight. Liefeld said he posed for professional photos with the creatives on Deadpool and Wolverine team, but later was told by his publicist that those photos were deleted. Oh, God. This does not sound good. I feel bad for Rob, dude. He took pictures with the team people, and apparently he got the information that the pictures are deleted. Why? Just why? Come on. How do you guys feel so far about his experience with this that he said on his podcast?
Not surprised.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, not all.
These people are always better than us. We just don't know it.
Yeah, but I'm happy that at least Rob is coming out and talking about it. At least he's not staying silent about it, right? That's a good thing.
Yeah. Well, like he would.
Yeah, it's his character. Of course, he has to come out.
Well, but it's also Rob Liefeld. I mean,
Yep,
he's gonna he's gonna let people know.
exactly. No, he's always been, more vocal about certain stuff. So, he believed they were only taken as a controversy and not intended to be used, though other photos featuring Lee Field alone as well as with his family appeared at the part of Disney's Getty Press portal for the event. Soon after Julie's premiere, he decided he would cut ties with Marvel, which he believed no longer wanted him around. At some point, you gotta go. I received the message, and the message is clear. He said on the podcast he has, because he has a podcast. Leafield said that his discomfort with Marvel began in early 2023 when he learned that the company made the controversial decision to change the credits on Wolverine. This does not sound good
Change
for
the
you.
credits? Wait, what?
Yes. Awarding co-writer's status to editor Roy Thomas. The character was created decades before Liefeld worked in comics, but he is close to Christine Valda, the widow of late Wolverine co-creator Len. I can't pronounce the last name probably. Yeah, whatever. Who was upset with the decision. A year later, on June 3rd, 2024. Liefeld fired off an email to Marvel asking if he could receive a special credit on Deadpool and Wolverine, and intriguing what else might be offered to him in terms of access to the movie premieres and other promotional opportunities. Liefeld did not ask for more money, as he already has perhaps the richest deal among the Marvel creators. Yeah, because Deadpool.
Hmm.
And Deadpool is one of the biggest successes they have. um, Marvel generally credits comic creators at the end of the movie, but Liefeld wanted to be elevated to something more significant, sitting opening credits of 1978's Superman, which prominently listed Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster as co-creators of Superman. Marvel's treatment of creators has been their
Hmm.
strength, Liefeld wrote in an email. Without the worlds, the characters, and the concepts that we create, and in this specific case, the world of Deadpool, there is no films to shoot, no blockbusters to disturb, I'm not the easy button at the Staples. I'm the human imagination behind it all. He asked if the request could be elevated to Feige or Disney CEO Bob Iger. Comic book creators cannot continue to be relegated afterthoughts this easy to address. Unless I reach out to address it, it will never manifest, he continued.
I got a question.
Yes.
uh, wasn't there something about Leafield coming out and criticizing the current direction that Deadpool took, becoming the fourth wall breaking comedic mercenary? Because I just something's clicking in my head that he didn't like the current iteration, the merc with the mouth, because that's not what he created it for. Am I thinking wrong here? Like, yes, he's
I
the
think
creator
you
of
might.
the costume and the design. I gotta look this up
He's
because
been creating the character for a long time. A lot of the stories, and of course, a lot of the comics now are not the same anymore. And Cash, you can actually talk about that too because you've done videos about Deadpool and gone through some of the comic stuff. And you've seen what they did to Deadpool, right?
I don't live in this world anymore. No. Yes, yes, I have, and it's uh
It's
Well,
not
okay,
even
I'll
Deadpool
before
see
the
fourth
anymore.
one.
films,
Let
I
me
mean, if
see.
anybody played the game, he had a mouth then too. So he's always had
it's
a mouth for a while. Anyway,
Yeah, he's
you
always
know, I
been
mean,
funny. He's always been
Origins.
funny.
what
That's how he created him. He's always been funny, but it
Okay,
depends on how you do it.
people they they go, "Hey, let's change Deadpool and make him less important in his own comic." And you go, "What the fuck?"
And hail to Steve. Good to see you, brother.
It's very exciting. It's
Yep.
really not, but uh yeah, it's I don't get it. I don't I don't really understand those decisions and so on. That his daughter becomes more important than him. Why would Deadpool
Yeah.
have a daughter with the way
And
he is?
yes,
Like
it
this
was a
whole
parody
bullshit.
of
And
Deathstroke. It was. Yep.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
we know.
But it was a
uh,
great one. Great parody. We got new treats for doggos to try, and they love the chicken jackpots. Get them.
Doggos.
mhm.
But again, I do really feel bad for Rob here that that he's not really getting acknowledged by the company itself that owns these characters now. At least in the movie, he got credit with the shoe store and other stuff like
mm.
that. But I
Mhm.
just wonder what more happened behind the scenes, with what Ryan is thinking about this. He's probably not going to come out talking about that, but I wish that he did because I kind of think it's important because Ryan would not be Deadpool if it wasn't for Rob, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Um, And blockbusters. Leafield did not receive any response, but was told by his agent at at message that the message was not received well inside Marvel. A day later, he tweeted, "My reps were screamed today. We are not Fox. Tell me about it." Also hung up on, he believes that the tensions stemming from this email led him to not be invited to Deadpool and Wolverine after party. Leafield, while in his 20s and in early the 1990s, he became part of a Rarefield group of $1 million comic book creators. Over the years, he developed what he directs called hard charging reputation and a habit of minimizing. Oh, God, I can't talk today. Oof, God. Contribution of others who well have worked on Deadpool. They point to an oft-cited 2016 New York Times article, which he downplayed the work of Fabian something, who is credited as the co-creator for scripting Deadpool's first appearance in the New Mutants number 898 from a plot by Leafield, who is still rated at the 1990s issue. Um, why, while we respect that he's contributed, he does not respect what others have contributed, says one insider. But Liefeld, for his part, tells THR he is one of the one who lobbied 20th Century Studios to give both himself and Nishida co-creator status in the first two Deadpool movies. He cited writer Joe Kelly for introducing the now fourth wall breaking characteristic of anti-hero 7 years after Liefeld created him. And he's often credits Deadpool star Ryan Reynolds for elevating the character to the global stage and new levels of popularity. Yeah, but so far, how you guys feel so far about all this? Last thoughts?
Mm.
Yeah. I'm not surprised. So
It's like being upset at the snake because the snake bit you.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly.
But again, at least, he's coming out talking about it. And again, he's just proving a lot more of the side that we are talking about when it comes to Disney itself and Kevin Feige and them.
I mean, he's done even working on Deadpool, even in the comics. He's done with that. He said he's moving on to other projects, so he's not involved with the Deadpool comic anymore. He's not he said I'm moving on from that, so he's going to be doing new stuff anyway. So,
And no, I do feel bad for him. It's a situation, that's been like with, Chuck Dixon, Mike Barron, and so many other creators out there that they just get pushed away from what they have created, and the companies just screw them over and stuff like that, if you know what I mean.
we know one, Al Nickerson. He's been screwed over by
Yeah, Al
DC.
Nickerson.
Really
Yeah, he
talented
was
guy
as
doing his
well.
own thing now, the Shinobi. But I mean, Marvel and DC, especially DC, I know they screwed him over a bit. So it's like, yeah.
Yeah. So, at least the last thing, that we can mention that he said again was Kevin Feige does not treat comic book creators well. This is my personal experience, he said on his podcast. So,
In other
Yeah,
news,
it's not
the
surprising.
water is wet, the sky is blue, and grass is
Mhm.
generally green.
Exactly. Like they said, they've openly come out and said, we don't want people reading the comics and studying. Like, well, okay.
Well, that's
yeah,
mostly like the directors and stuff. Like I
Yeah.
know for sure was it James Gunn with
yeah,
what's John Cena's character. Yeah,
Peacemaker.
don't read the comic books
Peacemaker.
because we don't like. On one hand, he wants to do his own vision, but at the same time, you want an idea of what these characters are supposed to be and what their original
Yeah,
intent.
of
But hey,
course.
but of course, the modern day Hollywood knows better than the creator.
Well, that's
Yeah,
why when Netflix, we'll go back to Netflix, the Punisher, that
Do we
actor
have
there
to?
used to be, he
Sorry.
actually went out and read all the Punisher comics, he said, and he loved it. And he's like,
Yeah.
and that's why I think he did such a good job. He really
yeah.
did. So,
But
and
no,
they're bringing
I
him
think
back
it
as
is
the Punisher.
important to also credit the creators, and appreciate it, give them credit for what they're doing. And also,
Yeah.
it's important that a lot of these actors and creators, you have to read some of the comics to learn about the characters. You can't make whatever you want with these characters. You know,
The
can't
fans are
do that.
going to expect something. There's expectations from fans of that character. You have to at least portray a little bit of something. Sure, you're going to have your own spin on it. Film, we've discussed this. Films from translated comic isn't always perfect. It's hard to do, but you got to have some similarities. And then if you're not reading the comic or studying, that's just ridiculous, and that's disrespectful to the creation of the originals, and that fans will know. So
Yep. Yeah. No. Exactly. So, any final thoughts that you guys want to say about Rob and Kevin Feige and Disney before we move on?
nothing but me.
No.
Nope.
It's just confirming that what we've talked about for a long time. That's basically what it is. It's just confirming it all. And we are going to talk a little bit about more Marvel stuff. So, who's excited for the movie that finally comes out? Captain America: Brave New World.
First in line.
I have no
Who's
desire to
excited?
see it.
yeah, no.
Excited for it or going to go watch it?
Big no for
Oh,
both. Big no. on both of those for me.
Oh, don't get me wrong.
I'm
I'll
covering
seven
it,
C's it
so
when
I
it's
am
on
watching it.
available for Blu-ray. Once it's out on
Mhm.
Blu-ray copies and online, I'll seven C it.
Who
But
doesn't
besides
even
that,
have powers? You know, he doesn't
Falcon
even have
America.
powers.
his arms can be ripped off catching that shield. I'm not going to go on about that, but
But no, that's what would have happened, you know?
I should have taken that serum. What?
and yeah, and now they're talking about it. Yeah, I'm sorry, Hulk would kill him in 5 seconds. Even though I guess Hulk is only or this version. Well, the Red Hulk, he's only in it for 5 minutes, from what I hear. So, but he would kill him in seconds. Like, come on, what? There's
No,
no fight there.
exactly.
There's no fight there.
Yep. So we are going to talk a little bit about the movie with the creator of the movie itself. And I'm going to read most of the articles today because I'm the one who found articles today and the days before. I'm looking at you guys. If you want to talk about something, remember.
I think some of us posted some stuff in the group, but all right. Yeah.
Oh, who could that have been?
Really? I've been busy. I'm sorry. Then it's my fault, you know? Then I'm going to take it's my fault. I'm sorry, guys.
It's fine. You wanted to find all the articles. It's all good. Yeah.
I need to double check that because we have been talking so much here, so I haven't like seen it.
Star Spangled Avenger. Yet he made that comment about not being American and not wanting to didn't concentrate on America. No, that's the center of the character, you idiots.
No, exactly. But Captain America: Brave New World director says Marvel film is about cementing Sam Wilson as a star-spangled Avenger. His superpower is empathy. And I want the audience to walk away with that emotional, inspiring idea. What do you guys think of just a headline?
I'm already tuned out. And I'm an empath, but no, I don't want that in my heart. No, stop.
Maybe give him the super serum, or not make this movie at all, and make
Well-
Bucky the hero,
Yeah, Bucky should be taking the shield. Right. He's like, I'm just
No, exactly. So, according to Captain America: Brave New World director Julius Ona, more than just serving as another franchise entry, his upcoming film is intended to serve the official cementing of Sam Wilson. Even though I think you made Sam Wilson a lot better back in the day, when he actually cared about the military and all this kind of stuff, what happened to that storyline? What happened to him, talking with people with PTSD and all this kind of stuff?
Well, he's a good character. He would help other people, ex-soldiers and stuff, and I liked I've always liked the Falcon character. It was cool, but he's no Captain America. No, there's a big difference.
Exactly. There's a lot of things you could have focused on that, and let him be Falcon. Just let him be Falcon. I like him as Falcon. Most of us do like him as Falcon, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Huh?
What about Baron Cash?
Oh, I can't answer that one. I didn't see the Falcon and the Snowman, so.
Talking about older Marvel movies when he was Falcon.
When he was Falcon from the Avengers. And
yes,
the original.
He was pretty cool as Falcon, and then
And the first time we get introduced to him, and when he talks, to people that's been in wars, it's like you're building something pretty good here with this character, and you're just taking it to the ground.
Yeah.
And Sam Wilson is official Star-Spangled Avenger of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You can say what you want, but past directorial credits include crime thriller The Girls is in Trouble. I have no clue what that is. I don't know if you guys have heard about that.
Never heard of
it. A drama called Loose. I have no clue what that is either. And the CGI stinker, the Cloverfield Paradox. I remember that one. I think that it has a Norwegian actor, and that's the only reason I watched it, because of Axel Hennie from Norway. It was okay. It's not a good movie, but offer this insight into Sam Wilson's next flight during the recent stop on the film currently undergoing press tour. And we saw how that went. on the press tour when he talked about the
Oh
movie.
yeah.
Mhm.
even if he said it the wrong way, or what he meant, you know. But
Captain America
not a
shouldn't be
good.
about America. What? It's in the
And
name.
yeah, what's in the name? What's the colors of the suit?
The shield, everything. Hello.
Yeah,
What?
Baron Cash, don't you agree?
Well, yeah, what he said was absolutely stupid.
I don't know, but of course the detractors out there will tell us otherwise. The drones out there will tell us otherwise, that it was this, and 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 that.
Yep.
How
It's
about
And
that?
he
exciting.
is based, you know, with the
Don't forget
American
this.
dream, the American value that goes all over the world, you know. A lot of us people look up to the American value and the stuff that we can, the possibilities we can get in America, right? So,
Yep.
yeah, it's he is based, you know, he's the American dream, you know. Um, a recap provided by Games Radar Plus, based on their personal attendance of a press event. Topic: Brave New World mission statement was first approached by Marvel Studios' Kevin Feige. Speaking as to what he especially wanted the audience to get out of the film, the ever baseball cap Hollywood explained that ideally they would walk away from their viewing with confident optimism through Sam's star and stripes clawed future. And I don't really see a really great future with the character anymore. I really don't. And I'm just surprised that the movie is actually getting released, if you know what I mean.
Dude, as soon as Cap, and if anybody remembers that scene, he's old, he's back, and he hands him the shield. That was the downfall right there for me. And so I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
what? It should go to Bucky. What? That makes no sense. Like, I don't get this.
right.
What? But
Oh, exactly. So just give me a second. There we go. But again, the movie is finally coming out. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna go to the cinema and watch it. I really
Uh-huh.
don't care to watch it.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
I'm actually not gonna go to the I'm not gonna go to the cinema and
Uh-huh.
watch it, bro.
Right. You sure
well, I
about
am gonna
that?
watch it because I want to see Red Hulk, but I'm not going to the theater.
That's
Heck
what
no. I'll
everybody
be,
wants to see is Red Hulk.
I
oh
don't.
yeah. You know,
You
All
don't
I want
believe
to
me, Cash?
see, I don't know. I just don't care
You know?
enough. I just, my main feeling is, are they going to are we going to see them actually make money? Are people still excited about
yeah.
seeing Disney Marvel films anymore? Are they just kind of burned out, or they just feel like they don't like the directions anymore? I like Falcon the way Falcon was. I don't like this Captain
Yeah.
America Falcon. Now people say, well, he gave the shield to him. Okay, great. But that fine. Then he should have given the shield back to Bucky. That's just my feeling. That's what he
Yeah.
should have done in the show.
100%.
We could have
100%.
we could have gotten great
Mhm.
movies with Bucky as Captain
Yes.
America and honoring his best friend's legacy,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it would be
Fal-
believable for catching the shield. Sorry, that still bothers me. His arms should be ripped
yeah,
off catching that.
the
But
one thing
anyway,
stupid with the TV show is when he catches that the shield. I'm like,
he's
you could
human.
barely do
No
that. You're
superpowers.
human. It would rip off your hand, dude. Like it would break your
Yes.
hand, bro.
Come on.
You would break your hand,
Ugh.
man.
That
Sorry.
would have been cool.
Yeah, right. It's like even in this movie here, we've seen the trailer, right? We've seen the trailer. And when he gets hit by Red Hulk, that we maybe get 5 minutes of in the movie, if people are lucky, um, it would crush him. You know, the impact of the
die.
shield. Yeah, it will. You need the serum to make it happen. That's Red Hulk. He's like super strong, man. Like he's almost stronger than the Hulk, man. To say it at least, you know. It's come on. It's like even in comics, Captain America has problems fighting the Hulk in the comics.
Oh yeah.
When he defends himself with the shield. Even he has problems with that. And he is on super serum and super strong, yo. Um, I think in many ways the victory has already happened. That is full acceptance of Sam Wilson as Captain America, right? Question mark.
Ha! I know.
No. No. Not really. Um, he posted to the crowd, the shield has been passed, and it feels like the audience knows it was passed to the right person. God. What did we just talk about? What did we just talk about, guys?
What did we do?
We talked already about Bucky, and he was the right person to have the shield.
Yeah.
Yes, this makes sense. It's like I just can't take this responsibility, so I'm going to pass the shield on to Bucky. Then we're going to get the whole thing about, wait a second here, why did the black man pass the shield onto the white guy? This
No,
is
exactly,
ridiculous.
exactly.
No, I wish that it wasn't like that, but that's how stupid people are nowadays, unfortunately.
No, exactly. And then he continued with, and I think this movie will solidify that more. No, it won't. I'm sorry. Maybe a lot of the shills out there will accept it, but no. Echoing this statement, aforementioned, Anna would suspensely assert this is about cementing Sam Wilson as our new Captain America. Didn't you kind of do that in the TV show Falcon and Winter Soldier? I thought that was what you were trying to do there. Basically cementing, creating the character to be the new Captain America. We already had that. We don't need a movie where you try to do that again, right?
Why not? That's all they know how to do is copy, copy, copy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, exactly. But they already did this. They already did this with the TV
Well, they
show.
did it and they failed, so they're like, let's try it again.
Yeah.
In a movie.
Let's try it again and try not to fail again.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
it's just, that's why I don't want to see the movie, because I watched some of the TV show and it was just absolutely awful. And other people say, no, it was really good. I'm like, really?
It
What
was
was
horrible.
great about it? Really? What exactly was great about
It had a powerful message.
I
You
would,
gotta do
yeah,
better,
it had a
Kennedy.
powerful message, right?
You
and
gotta
I would-
do better.
I would rather watch Dick
That's great.
Tracy 1,000 times than actually ever go back and watch Winter and the Goofball Soldier, as I like to call it.
Yeah, exactly. But no, also again, the show, goddamn, even Falcon, basically supported, the bad guy, who of course had to be a woman, of course, and swapped character, of course. That's always important.
Mhm.
And yeah, he can do stuff that a human can't. And we even had racism in the show, of course.
Mhm.
We actually had a lot of racism there because the cops stops Falcon, and they're like, "Oh, but you're that guy." You know what I mean? It's like, oh shit. And how is my mic, everybody? Is it a little low for people?
Oh, you sound great. I
You
think.
just had to be sure.
I think Baron was a little too anxious to give you that message. He might be lying.
Was somebody saying something? I could barely hear somebody talking there.
But and his superpowers is empathy. How do you guys feel that the creator said that his
What?
superpower
Hold
is
on.
empathy?
Well, I need you to read that again. I'm sorry.
And his
Whose superpower is
superpowers,
empathy?
Captain Falcon. His superpower is
Okay.
empathy.
For the villains, because he doesn't want to actually hurt them.
Yeah, he has empathy for villains.
Yeah,
He agrees that white people are racist and cops are racist and bad. And he wants white people and normal
Yay!
people to do better.
Yay!
I
So
thought
it's a lot.
Dude, I thought it was bad when I read the title of an article from the Telegraph about Lego being anti-LGBT, but it's just the
You said
entire day.
what?
What?
The
What did
entire
you
day.
say,
What?
Kilton?
There's an article
Lego is
from
what?
Lego is anti-LGBT because the pieces have male and female parts, and you mate them together. And
Oh, Jesus
I
Christ.
had I stared at my screen for a little while, and I showed a buddy of mine, and he stared at it, and he was pretty much dumbfounded. But I don't want to get off topic. That's
No, 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 no.
I,
But we need to
my
talk about that
brain.
one
That
time.
that shit hurts my brain, man. Like, he has empathy. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay,
That was-
I gotta read that article now. That's a dumb. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, we're getting
No,
so
you
Yeah.
bad.
you
Oh.
But I
shouldn't.
need to
Yeah.
ask. So, are you telling me that the real Captain America didn't have empathy for people
Yes,
he
he
didn't.
anything
did.
like
He
that?
Of
didn't, he
course
didn't jump on a
not.
grenade,
No,
or
man.
he
Come
didn't
All
on,
put his
right,
man.
life
he's a
in
white
danger no matter
guy.
what.
He's a
He's a
white
white
dude.
guy.
He
He
can't have
didn't
Mm.
stand
empathy.
up to
Come on,
He's
man.
Thanos
privileged.
in
Remember?
his face. I can do this all day simply because he knew he had to. Don't find that art. No, Tom, don't do
No,
it. Don't do it.
no,
It's
but
no.
I love the superpower. This empathy beats everything.
Mm.
Yeah, I
Em-
agree.
Okay, hold
Any?
on. Let me talk about empathy real quick. True, genuine, honest to God empathy sucks ass.
Yes,
Real
yes,
empathy.
I
I
know.
mean, like, real empathy. What they're probably talking about is sympathy. Empathy physically puts like into your emotions and your like almost physically into the situation that someone is describing to you. And if it's bad, it fucking sucks. Okay. Real
You
empathy.
feel that
Anyone who
shit.
says, I love having empathy, they are lying.
Yep.
Real, honest to God empathy sucks.
Because you
Yeah.
feel that depression, you feel it,
'Cause
everything,
you
you take it
feel
on
it.
yourself.
God, you feel
Oh,
it. You
yeah.
put yourself in that situation. You can see it.
I just
from
want
the-
Captain
Oh,
Falcon to be
anyway.
beaten up in this movie. That
Just
would
let
be
him
worth
actually take on
watching
the
it.
Hulk in a fight, and just he
Empathy
grabs
is
his head and
so
squishes him
great.
in there.
Yeah,
He's
love
dead.
that
There.
shit.
End
Yeah,
of
and
the
then
scene.
Bucky has to finally take over. Finally, there we go. But I want the audience to walk away with that emotional, inspiring idea of that empathy.
my stomach is churning. Maybe I won't even give this a chance.
The
This is
wheels in the
And-
sky. Oh, excuse me.
And I want to say hail to
Don't do that
Canadian
again,
Spider-Man.
Cass.
Good to see you, brother.
Oh, there we go.
When
is he
Check
gonna
the
be on the
Safe
new
and Geek,
Spider-Man
and
series?
that sounds
Hey,
like
good sir. How
Jason's
you doing, brother?
voice.
Yeah.
Yes, hail, brother. Hail,
Don't do
man.
that to me,
Right.
Cash. I will start singing that song.
I'll do it first. I'll start singing that
But
song
also,
first. No,
the
but,
director
We'll
added
drive Jason
because
crazy.
yeah, right.
Okay, sorry.
But
Everyone's going nuts.
yeah, but the director
Oh,
added because I think the twists and the turns, the action, surprise, and the fun ride that they will absolutely go on is about taking you on that emotional destination. Bum, bum. We're gonna have an emotional destination, people. We're gonna have emotional experience with this movie, apparently.
Okay.
And then I want
No. See, I go to these movies not to want to feel emotional thing. I want to go to escape and watch cool stuff and effects and maybe a good
but
story.
they don't
behind it,
want you
too.
to do that. They don't want you
So
to
this
do
is
that anymore.
nothing like that. So yeah, you just gone against anything that you should be.
I felt like Winter Soldier made you feel a lot of things for a lot of people out there with the story with Bucky and America
was cool.
himself, the relationship, the best friendship. Even in the first movie, you have the relationship of their best friends. It was a lot of emotions of story
He
there.
killed Tony's
That's-
parents, and it's like, well, okay, he turns
Yeah.
out he
Yeah.
was really. It was such a good story, and then it creates the further the universe. How they show Tony that, like, oh, and it's like it has so many good twists and turns and lots of action, good fight scenes. It's like this, just what is it?
But this is gonna be better, That's what they're aiming for. This is gonna be better because he's a black guy, right? So it's gonna be better.
Of course.
Just like Miles, he's better than Peter, right? And that's the thing. And remember when the media wanted Cap and Buck to be gay? Yes, that's been a lot of stuff like that, and that's disgusting.
That's just fan fiction.
shippers.
That's just
Yeah.
it's just,
Yeah.
whatever.
It's crazy with those people, and yeah. So, what more do they have to say? Discussing in his in-universe promotion with Entertainment Weekly, Nick Romanos at 2024 CinemaCon, following the first public showing of footage from the film. Star Anthony Mackie himself told his host, "Even though I've been in so many of them and I've seen it all now, the opportunity for Sam to really establish himself as a true action star and Avenger comes with this film." Isn't that what you tried to do with the goddamn TV show?
Yeah.
That's what you did with the TV show. Establish the whole character, make him an Avenger, making him take over the Shield and be the new Captain America, etc., etc., etc.
But they
You
tried to force it
already
on everyone and didn't do it organically.
Right. Yeah.
That's the problem.
yes.
That's what people seem to forget. You tried to, that's why Guardians of the Galaxy worked. That's why the Avengers worked.
Yes.
You started off small and
Yes.
slowly
Yes.
No,
built up these
exactly,
characters
exactly.
instead of going, it's like, I know you don't know who this are, but you have to love them. Yeah, anyway.
Exactly.
That's right. Love us. We are the best. And if you don't love us, you're a horrible person and you should go die in a fire. Woo! Just
I mean,
joking,
to
YouTube.
be fair-
Shut
to be
up.
fair, I am a horrible person.
I think we're all pretty horrible.
He is so horrible that he gifts me games.
We hate everything. Yeah, right.
Wait, I get what?
It's like
I'm
you,
so
you
horrible.
have gifted me games, right? You're such a horrible person,
I don't know what
bro.
you're talking about. I've never done such a thing.
But again, this is what they did with the whole bad TV show that they did. But you know, they want to still force it, and he's still not established. It's the same thing what they did with Thor. They could never establish him properly in the goddamn movies because every movie was gonna be like a midlife crisis movie with his character. Always gonna be a midlife crisis with him. You know what I mean? That was a lot of his character, just midlife crisis. It's like, how has he not found himself yet? You have like so many movies. You have had him in so many movies too, and he's still not found himself. He's still in a midlife crisis. Come on, dude. Come
I like
on.
that song. By Faith No More, Midlife Crisis, great song.
Yeah. This movie is a clear reset, he continued. It really re-established the idea of what this universe is and what this universe is going to be. Oh God. I think with these movies, you're getting a clear new branding of what Marvel is headed to at the same way they did Captain America the Winter Soldier. Oof. They're trying to compare it with the Winter Soldier. How do you guys feel? One of the most beloved Captain America movies. How do you guys feel about the comparison?
This movie to Winter
Not even-
Soldier? No.
No.
Like, just no. I think Winter Soldier is probably one of, if not the most critically acclaimed as far as the is
It's
the
one of the
regular
most
movie.
popular ones
Yeah,
in the
it's
Marvel.
so trying to compare it to, you're already on losing ground.
Oh, yeah.
You-
Yep.
Like that's no.
Because they're saying here, that it's a reset and you will see what the future of Marvel is. And it's going to be the same way they did the Captain America Winter Soldier, he said.
Well, that'd be like claiming, let me see, any of the newer Star Wars films to like Empire Strikes Back.
Yep, exactly.
Stop
So,
comparing
Baron,
with other things. Just do your own shit. Make a good movie. Stop having reshoots every
Exactly.
3 months.
Yeah.
that's why I said if this movie suddenly was delayed again, it would not be surprising.
And this is
It
coming
would not.
from a person who actually liked Rogue One, believe it or not. And I will not hate on that. I actually enjoyed that. Out of all the new ones, that one I actually didn't mind, but the rest, yeah.
Exactly. So, Baron, since you're a little quiet, how do you feel about this? What's your
Too
thoughts
busy,
about it?
too busy playing Contra.
Well, I mean, for me, it's just like this is the same old Disney stuff, and I really haven't followed much with the Disney for the longest time. It can die anytime now, and then let it sit for a while, and then have it come back again, hopefully better, and away from Disney.
Good statement. Not
Yeah,
bad.
I mean,
Not a bad
it's
statement.
like it's just the same. Well, it's the same old thing from them, and it's like, yawn, boring, whatever. You're gonna go out there, tell all your fans how horrible they are, especially if they're white and male, and blah all down the line, and then you could start wondering, why are people coming to watch our films? Why was it Wolverine and Deadpool and Wolverine so popular and this stuff isn't? It's like that was supposed to
Yeah.
save us. That was our savior. Disney Marvel is back again, baby. No, it's not.
No, it's not. It's like I agree with a lot of
So
people. The route they did with Deadpool is what they should continue with in the Marvel universe. I agree with that. Even though I'm not the biggest fan, of course, of the movie. But again, I'm not the biggest Deadpool fan. But I do understand why people really enjoyed the movie, and we need more movies like that. And that's what they should continue on. And actually caring about the characters, caring about the story, you know, actually caring, it's good. It's good to care. So we're
yeah, 'cause
almost done with this. Um, I don't think it's gonna be a reset at all. I don't know how many times they're gonna try to reset this universe.
They'll reset it with what is it? Secret Wars,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the bad one.
yeah.
Closing out their film together by turning to the topic of the film title, Brave New World. Wow.
Instead of New World Order. Oh no.
Yeah. Mackie ultimately told Romano the title implies that there's a new, bigger enemy now. There's new frontier. What have to encounter? We have to encounter. Okay. 5 minutes of Red Hulk. Okay.
If they do 5 minutes of that's I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, like what Frostfang said, it's gonna be it's gonna be first steps. That's what you did there, Frostfang. Good to see you, man. From Captain America, the first Avenger to Endgame, the enemy was always good versus bad. Yeah, no shit.
Because that's what we want. We want that
Yes.
trope. Like we just.
Thank you for telling us. We already know. Now that we have encountered that, where do we gonna go from here? When the bad guys reappear, you're gonna, beat them, and make a good story. Not that hard.
Be empathetic with them.
Yeah, stop, agreeing with a lot of the villains. Can we just get like a villain who is a villain, right? In what form are they reappearing? It is a new storyline with new characters to a certain point of view, I guess. With new beliefs, depends on what you're believing in and
what? New belief?
Oh, God, yeah, new beliefs.
Man, come on.
What do you think they mean with new beliefs? Huh?
I don't even want to guess.
You got to do better, Senator.
Captain America not being part of America. It creates a new idea of this new world that we're going into. Yeah. Nor is this the first time public has mentioned has been of Wilson more empathetic take on the mantle of the MCU's premier shield barrier. So of course they just repeat themselves a little bit more here with certain stuff, but I'm not gonna go through the whole
Pad
thing.
out those numbers.
Yeah, just explaining again and again a lot of the same stuff, but yeah, it's funny. The movie's finally coming out. People are gonna watch it. A lot of people are gonna trash it. Some people are gonna like it and love it and say it's amazing. And if you don't like it, you're gonna be a racist.
Woohoo!
So I'm
Toxic
excited.
racist male.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
You had to make me happy, didn't you?
This movie is gonna fail to many levels, I think. It's like everybody wants, the real Captain America, and that is the thing, and we're gonna have the people who will like everything they do, but
those are called chills.
they are called chills, exactly. And
I'm gonna screech and scream when Thing comes on the screen like a 12-year-old child who just got his. Anyway.
Wow.
Sorry.
No, you're not.
Like, I don't know if this dude's
No.
balls dropped, but whatever.
But no, I do not care about this movie at all. Like I don't really care much about the MCU in general, or MCU, whatever you want to call it.
You will care, and you will like it, Jace. Come on, man.
No, I will not.
Greatest ever.
Come on, man. But
Bestest
again, you know, he's
ever.
super. Just remember, he's a black
Bestest
guy, and his superpowers is empathy, and it's gonna be an emotional ride close to the Winter Soldier movie, and it's gonna be an inspiring idea of something.
Let's see. What the hell was that?
I have
Just hearing
no
you say that
clue.
makes me feel like I'm losing brain cells. It's like, no, it's not.
See, I believe the term you're looking for is bullshit. Bullshit.
Pretty much.
To me.
It's
to
not
me.
you.
Is anybody else hearing that static?
Yeah, a
Yes.
little
Well,
bit.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Could it be
I'm
me?
trying to
Just
fi-
Let's
That's a
see.
strange one.
Maybe.
Was it
Let's
gone?
see.
It's gone.
I think it's
It
gone.
is
What
gone.
are you doing, Baron? It's all your fault.
yeah. Might be me.
No.
But who is gonna watch the movie? Who's gonna give it a chance and a watch on this panel?
I just bought my ticket.
Really?
Oh, I'm not going to the theater.
Reviewing
is
it for
going
my
to watch it.
channel. I'm going
Kilt-
review it. I'm reviewing
Yeah,
it for my
Kilted's gonna
channel,
watch it for
guys.
his channel. So
Mm.
Hoshi's
Which that makes
going.
sense.
I'm actually going to the theater with Hoshi, his fiance, and a bunch of other people.
Oh, there,
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
it's
that's
always good to go to
nice.
the movie with friends. That's
7,
fun because
yeah.
that at least you know you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's kind of
And-
dangerous because the people I'm going with are more forgiving than me.
And Kilted,
Oh,
after you
okay.
have watched it, Kilted, message me and tell me how many minutes Red Hulk has. Because I'm not gonna watch it. I just want to know. Yeah, you need. Please, you have to do that, brother.
Okay.
And how stoned Harrison Ford appears to be throughout the entire thing.
Yeah,
The
how
answer is
stoned is he
yes.
gonna be?
Okay, that's how stoned he's going to be. The answer is yes. Wait a minute. 1,
give me
2,
my
4, 5,
weed,
6,
Anthony
7, 8.
Mackie. Give me my weed now.
Yeah, as a Red Hulk. He does it as a Red Hulk.
Okay. I got one more blockies to open up, and I don't know if it's going to be the secret Grimlock or Grap. Anyway, sorry. Slightly distracted. I'm playing with toys, okay?
Of course you do.
Mhm.
But no, I'm
these
not
things are
excited.
awesome, man.
I'm just, again, before we wrap it up with this article, because it's not that interesting, to be honest. We talked so much about it, but
Yeah.
we talked so much about it, but sometimes we need to talk about what's going on, of course. But it's not going to be a Captain America movie. It's not for Americans. This movie is not for Americans, people.
No.
Who the fuck's it for? I mean, who is it for? If it's
Captain
what?
Ukraine.
You have to ask Macney what it's for, you know? Is it
Oh.
about dragons? Is it for the dragons he's talking about?
Wakanda. Captain Wakanda.
Exactly.
Oh, Lord, it's gonna be so fucking horrible.
And then, any last thoughts on this? Like, anything?
Then there's
No,
going to be
I don't
the
think so.
Guardians of Wakanda, and then there's going to be the Wakanda Avengers, and then there's going to be the Fantastic Wakanda.
Avengers.
Fastic Wakandas. Yeah.
I'm definitely more excited about Fantastic Four. And then I'm legitimately interested in seeing how they pull Fantastic Four
Okay,
off.
great segue
Versus-
then. Let's get into reacting to the trailer then.
All right.
Who on this panel has seen the trailer?
Me.
Me.
So let's get into
Yeah.
it, and talk about it. I know at least
Oh,
one
the
on the
cash
panel
out.
here wants to watch it. So we don't own the rights or anything like that. Everything goes
Oh,
out
yes,
to
yeah,
the
we saw this
company.
The other
Everything
day.
goes out to Disney and
Why
Marvel.
exactly do you
Oh,
want me to
boy.
say that? I've never said that before
But-
in my life.
But
Oh,
And
if
they're
you
still-
are gonna sue
they're
someone,
still gonna hit you.
yeah, if you are gonna sue someone,
I just don't care because I don't monetize my live stream.
Suhashi. Is that what you're about
Yeah,
to say?
Suhashi. Suhashi.
Because Hashi's supposed to be this wealthy man. So yes.
Yeah, he's the Bruce Wayne of us. So let's get into the trailer and talk about it. You guys have audio, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Welcome to the Baxter Building.
We make a point to do family dinner every week. Sunday at 7 on the...
And again, I just want to point this out. Pedro Pascal looks like Pedro Pascal, and the people that says he looks different in this movie, he does not.
He still
He does
sounds
not.
like himself. He doesn't sound like
He sounds like himself too.
Couldn't be bothered to shave the stash.
Yeah,
Save the stash,
exactly.
please. Get rid of that.
Well, don't worry. He needs his face on the screen many hours a day. So.
Yeah, that's important.
That's every actor in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I just want to say this: he plays the same character 90% of the time of his movies. It's like he's not acting anymore. It's just like he's just himself.
I mean, his voice
90%
for
of the time.
Mando was fine. I didn't, but
No,
Pedro
exactly.
Pascal, it was fine, but it's just everything else. It's just like I don't know where the difference is. If he's trying to play somebody else,
It's hard if he tries to play someone else. It's hard to see because it still feels like he's just playing himself.
Reed Richards was in the original Fantastic Four. That was actually seemed like Reed Richards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the movie he was in with Nicolas Cage?
I heard that was good.
Oh
too.
yeah. I remember. I don't remember the full movie at the moment in my head, but yeah, he kind of played himself in a way.
I also don't hate him as Joel. I'm not a big fan of who they casted as Ellie, but I don't hate him as Joel. That's for sure.
Yeah. I did like him as Joel as well.
I did.
News coming out soon, boys and girls.
I could not care. Pedro Pascal is one of the
Thank you
worst
for saying
actors
it,
in
right?
Hollywood.
Thank you. God bless you, Jason. I know your English can be questionable sometimes, but thank you for saying that phrase right. I could not care less. Thank you. Holy crap. Oh, God bless you.
God damn it, man. Hey, my first language is Norwegian, so sometimes, of course, my English is not going to be perfect, bro.
People who speak English don't get that phrase right. I could care less. No,
That's true,
please don't do that. You hurt my brain when you do that.
Okay.
I could not. Anyway.
But either way, I think Pedro Pascal is one of the worst actors out there in Hollywood. I think he's the worst ones. Just stop casting him in everything. Just stop casting that idiot.
Now, I heard something on Open Bar today that may be a reason for that is because he's not as expensive as some of the other ones. So that could be.
Why don't
that's
just use the guy from the Doctor Strange Mom movie? Just use him. A lot better actor.
Because they
looked like
Are you trying to say that he's cheap and easy?
this is a different universe. It's not the same
Hollywood.
universe.
Everybody wants cheap and easy.
Of course. But stop
he did a
casting
good
this
Reed
asshole.
Richards. I enjoyed it.
But let's
Well,
continue
it's
with
just
this.
it's just how many Fantastic Four movies do we need, and we have to have one
A
because
good
the
one.
argument
A
is,
good one. That's what we need.
Yeah,
We need a good one.
you know, I
Yeah.
mean,
At least
it's
four of them.
it's funny too because they don't want to make sure. Well, we'll just continue on. Fine.
What?
No,
No
it just
matter what,
yeah. Let's continue.
we're all
On.
here.
Again, it's just Pedro being Pedro.
Herbie, how's that sauce coming? Yeah, I'll be the judge of that.
Oh God, that voice is
Okay,
not good.
I have
the voice
to ask,
is not good.
and,
The
and
voice
people
is
have
not
pointed
good.
this out, other people as well, and I'm like, I can't be the only one. Didn't Michael Chiklis sound different? I guess we can make a comparison later after this, but didn't he actually sound like the thing's supposed to sound? He's not supposed to
he
have
did.
this accent.
Totally.
If I remember correctly.
Well, he's supposed to have the Brooklyn accent needs to be there.
Okay.
But
And a little rougher, a little bit more like.
yeah, that's the big complaint that I've heard. Like he needs to be more.
How
of
do
a
you guys like the
gravelly voice.
CGI on this?
I love it.
It's
I
not
think it looks
bad.
great.
I don't think this trailer looks bad. I agree with other people. The trailer does not look bad, but as we
No.
know,
Yeah, I'll be the
there's
judge of that.
it really doesn't.
Yeah,
But the voice is so bad. The voice is so bad.
I got
Like the look on the thing. Of course, it looks like the thing from the Jack Kirby era of comics. They really used the inspiration from his comics. I appreciate that. For me, the CGI it's okay. I've seen better, but it's okay. It's bearable. You know, it's not the
The
worst
sound
thing in
effects
the
are cool.
world.
He's tasting his finger. You actually hear the rustling of the rocks, and then when he claps, so they get some things right, but the voice is just no. It just doesn't feel like Ben. No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it is the voice mostly.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Is this guy good or what? I want to add a couple cloves of garlic. Not because it's not delicious. I just want to add.
I just can't that voice, dude. It just doesn't feel like the thing with that
No,
voice.
it doesn't.
They should have used a little bit voice changer on him and done something with it and tried to do some accent, trying to get it a little bit more accurate with the voice. Just my opinion, my personal opinion.
A little bit of zip, okay?
T-5.
Before we went up the first time, you couldn't turn invisible.
Again, Pedro playing Pedro. I just don't.
Make sure you
it's like-
enunciate that completely. Pedro playing what?
yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
But again, it's just I don't get the feelings of Reed Richards. I don't get that feeling that he's Reed
No.
Richards.
I know.
That's
But it is, yeah.
No.
Ben wasn't a rock.
The best pilot in the world right here.
Yeah. Best looking, he means.
And Johnny never caught fire.
But at least Johnny is super blonde. He kind of looks like the comics, you know, a little feminine as he does in the comics with the blonde hair.
In other words, he looks like Jace.
What the F did you just say, man? Are you comparing?
I said, in other words, he looks just like Jace.
Okay. But I do like the actor here, though. I think he's one of the great casted actors in this movie, at least. You know, he is from Stranger Things. He knows how to play these funny, cool roles. So the casting for Johnny Storm was good in this one. At least it wasn't, race swapped like in the first remake the remake that we had from Fox with Michael B. Jordan as
Never watched that one.
as Johnny Storm, and that movie was just it's like the creators of the movie, they have done other stuff that's been decent, but it was so much studio interference that destroyed that movie.
Ben has always been a rock. Johnny is Johnny.
Hi.
Of course.
And I am right here. Whatever life throws at us.
It's like, I will say, I don't hate the trailer. I do not hate it.
No,
I
it's
don't.
not a bad trailer.
It's a good looking trailer. Of course, I'm still skeptical with certain stuff with the Thing, and of course, Pedro Pascal playing Pedro Pascal.
Well, that shot right there, as a filmmaker, that's a really nice shot. That reminds me.
Yeah,
of the
that's a
Superman
good shot.
shot.
At least
was
this
like, wow.
trailer is a lot better
That
than the
was cool.
Superman trailer.
Yeah.
We'll face it together.
I do like the car.
Mhm.
Well,
That
we were
is-
saying it
that-
on Mike's show. We said it's got to fly. At one point, this thing that we hope
It has to fly. This is Fantastic
That'd
Four.
be
That
so cool.
car has to fly. You know, it's important. And
kind of like a
they have got-
backwards Ford Falcon. You know, it's like
Yeah, and
that's cool.
they've gotten the retro aspect right in this movie. They've done really, it's a lot of great stuff in here, of course. So, of course, I'm not going to trash everything and just be like, oh, I hate everything in it. I'm not the biggest fan of what they're doing, of course, with certain parts, but it's not a bad looking trailer. But the movie can go two ways. We know Disney, Marvel. It can go two ways with this movie. Maybe three ways. It can be decent, it can be good, or it can just be absolute trash. So of course we have to wait and see. This took me by surprise. Who is he playing? Who is
No
he playing?
clue whatsoever.
That's Gandalf.
That's Gandalf, everybody. He joined a new universe. But is there any rumors again who he was gonna play? I know, Tom, you talked a little bit about that on the show with Comic Relief. You mentioned something
Yes.
about that. Who was it again that's been rumored that he's playing? Because this took me
I'm
by
looking it up right
surprise.
now. I actually did. I remember reading on that. There was a few different things. Mole Man, that was one of the ones. The bigger
Yeah,
one that they're saying no, which it says is the Red Ghost. They think it looks just
the
like the
Red
Red Ghost, which
Ghost.
he kind of does. So it's like,
Yeah, yeah, he
okay, okay.
does. When you're talking about it, he has a little bit of the
So
vibes. Yes, yes.
another one oddly brought up is Franklin Richards, the son. I'm like, whoa, is there going to be time travel? Because
Yeah,
you got to remember that I have a
yeah,
feeling
he's the
this is going to lead into the other universe at one point. It's going to have to connect at one point.
yeah. And
So
Franklin is also one of the strongest characters out there who can he can basically snap you out of existence.
yeah.
He is like a god, like he's a god character basically. He's basically like
He's
a
a
god.
Superman level character, if not higher. Even it's like he's a high end
Oh yeah,
character.
he can
So
just snap, and Superman in that universe would never exist.
hmm.
Franklin
So
is a really OP character, and it would be weird if that's gonna be him. Not gonna
I don't
lie, it
think
would
it
be
would be because
weird.
that'd be too powerful for the
No,
movies. You'd be like, okay, this is just
that's
ridiculous.
too
I
early. If
think
you're gonna introduce the kids, that's gonna be way too early. You know, if you're gonna be from the future, and it's gonna be way too
yeah.
early, in my
Yeah.
opinion. But I'm gonna aim. We talk about conspiracy, like who is who, what's he gonna play. I'm gonna aim at least for Red Ghost, at least.
That's what it seems most likely.
Yeah, that's what he reminds me mostly of. And at least
That
they
was
got
cool. I'm
Galactus
sorry.
right. Yeah, but
That was
this is a
awesome.
great scene because
Oh.
at least they have Galactus's style
No
correct.
shit.
That's like that's what we is even though we had Fantastic Four 2, it wasn't the greatest movie. Still a fun movie, memorable movie, you know, nostalgia by watching it. A lot of stuff that I do enjoy in it, but one thing that I will always hate in that movie and not like that is Galactus.
Yeah.
Silver Surfer was amazing in that movie. He was good in that movie. Perfect Silver Surfer.
Like
But
so,
what did they do to Galactus in that movie?
I
Yeah.
don't even remember. It's been so many years ago.
He was just a fog in the space that eats planets. And that's not Galactus. And we always wanted a proper Galactus. And I know there's been a lot of rumors about this. When he shows up, what is he gonna do? Is he gonna destroy this universe? Are the Fantastic Four gonna come to the main universe in the MCU or something? Like, there's a lot of possibilities and rumors and conspiracy of what's gonna happen. And I want to ask you guys. We start with you, Killer. What do you think is gonna happen when Colossus actually shows up here? Because he is known as the
Colossus,
World Eater.
Galactus.
Galactus, sorry.
I said it. I said it last night. I think that's how they're going to get the Fantastic Four in there. Either what were they talking about? How did they defeat Galactus with some stone or some machine?
Oh, it's been
I
so
don't know if you
long
remember.
since I've.
I don't
I
remember.
can't.
I know what you mean.
I don't know if T Gap is here. Yeah, I think Galactus is going to do something and eat the world, destroy the world, and the only way they can live and escape is to go through a dimensional portal. Because I mean, how else? Like, how else are they going to get the Fantastic Four into our world? I get, or the MCU timeline,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or
No,
something happens that in order to stop Galactus, it ends up
Mhm.
damaging some. I don't. Yeah.
Why can't just Galactus be the big bad villain in all the movies? No, that would be great. That would be great, in my opinion.
Is now what if
Oh, I
he
think he will
does
be. I think he
become the
will
big
be.
bad? Well, what if he does become the big bad, and
With Doctor
that's
Doom
how
that we
just in
have.
another in the alt. Now that you talk
Think-
about it, if they're in this alternate universe and Doctor Doom is supposed to be in this universe, so they wouldn't end up destroying the world until they introduce Doctor Doom. Like the
Yeah,
theory is that
that is a
Robert
good
Downey Jr. is
theory,
going to
yeah.
be the after credit scene.
Yeah.
So could they like so
There are a
Galactus
lot of
has been to all the
possibilities.
worlds, and maybe their knowledge of Galactus will bring them I'm trying to formulate this fucking thought in my head.
You can do it, Kilted. You can do it. I believe in you. Just
Something
do
happens
better,
to
Senator.
something. Just do better. Something happens, and like Steve said, the ultimate nullifier. Maybe that's something that nullifies the world and Galactus,
Yep.
but transports them to the MCU timeline. And with their knowledge of Galactus still existing in all universes, they have to join up, and whoever the new
Do you think this
superheroes end up being.
do you think that this can also help to introduce X-Men in that universe, that they can connect somehow? Because a lot of people are speculating that. A lot of people have been talking about speculating
We
it.
still don't know how they're going. One of the things they were talking about is the snap somehow screwed everything up and brought mutants into the world. The thing, the snap, the thing that they don't really want to address in the MCU timeline or
Yeah.
MCU timeline. So, I mean, it could bring the mutants from here to there, but I just,
Yeah, no, I get you.
all we can do is speculate what's going to happen. All
Yeah.
we know is that, hey, we don't know what Silver Surfer looks like, and we don't know what Mr. Fantastic's abilities are going to look like. So, well, yeah.
Yeah. So what about you, Tom? What do you think? Any theories or thoughts you have that can happen?
Very similar to that, actually, because I do think that universe is going to be done. He's going to end it. They're going to somehow find a way to bring them in, but he's going to find a way to go to that one, and then they'll build up like a Thanos over multiple films, and then boom, him, the Avengers, and then somehow the X-Men find a way. They're going to take all of them to take out Galactus. It will take all of them, and and then eventually, hopefully by then, Surfer, whatever it's going to be, will be part. You could really delve into this because he'll trail onto them because he's like, oh, there's a whole new universe. I've taken out this entire dimension. Let's see other dimensions to take out other planets because that's what he's there for. He's a eater of worlds, so he can follow them somehow over a couple films, and because he will be the ultimate baddie. I mean, let's be honest, he is a Thanos level baddie.
He should be.
Yeah.
He should be at least.
He's a Thanos level baddie. Doom could be a part of it. Maybe know about him and bring him in too, because he'll be part of that other universe. I'm thinking. So I'm guessing. So it's like, you can tie it in. You could tie it in.
Well, yeah. Okay. What about you, Baron? Any similar thoughts or any thoughts you have?
No thoughts, to be honest with you. I don't even want to speculate because this is Disney and they're stupid. And whatever.
Fair enough.
But one thing, though, I will say one thing. At least this trailer is making us talk about what possibilities. It actually makes us talk, and that's not the worst sign, at least.
Oh, that makes that. Well, I said before yesterday that this is one of the best trailers that you could have for a movie because it's not telling you the full story. It's introducing the characters. It's getting you intrigued. The sets, the aesthetics, I should say, look beautiful. I mean, this is just absolutely beautiful. That retro future look. It does make it look like you're in a Kirby comic, but we've been disappointed.
Yes, that's the thing. I've been disappointed so many times.
Right. But just because it's a great trailer doesn't mean it's going to be a great movie or a good movie. Just like the other way around. I mean, look how we got fooled with Transformers 1 because that first trailer was garbage.
Oh, thank God. So, I didn't know where you were going with that.
Yeah. Well, no.
The first trailer was garbage. The show, I thought the movie was great.
The movie was amazing.
It was awesome.
And that first trailer ruined that movie because people were turned off by it. Well, this actually has a good trailer. I hope it's good. Pedro Pascal, I mean, for crying out loud, at least try to get the white in your hair.
And at least shave that stash. Shave that stash.
Shave it.
Either shave the stash or have the full beard like he eventually has.
Yes, that he has in the comics too.
One or the other, but now he looks like he looks like Howard Hughes walking in with that mustache. And all you
exactly, Baron. Exactly.
Put some tissue boxes on his feet. And and keep his urine in the jars around the house.
What?
That's what Howard Hughes did. Didn't you know that? I'm making Howard Hughes.
No,
Howard Hughes reference.
Stop it.
But, no, I refuse to stop it. But in all get out, it's a beautiful trailer. It's intriguing. It just. What do I think? I'm not even going to speculate anything because they can pull absolute. No, Disney can pull crap out of a gold mine, and
Yeah.
that's what they've been
So,
doing.
so what
So
you're trying to say
I,
is
I
that
have
you just hope for the best with
I
this
hope for the
movie.
best. I'm not even expecting anything. I don't even want to speculate on anything because no
Do you
matter
want
what
do
the crap
are
is,
you
I'll
gonna
be
are,
disappointed.
are you gonna give the movie a watch, a chance?
Well, like I said, I'm intrigued. Let's see how things go here and see if there's something. I mean, like I said, I love the aesthetics, the looks,
Mhm.
the fact that it is a very good trailer. But when you've been bit so many times, you're kind of leery to go back
Yeah,
out there.
you're really wary. Like we are on the yellow flag, as Prismatic's called. So the yellow flag, not the red flag,
Yeah,
100%, but like in the middle
oh, no,
flag. The
not
middle.
black
The,
builder. Whether being it's intrigued whether it's
yeah,
going to be the theater. I mean, I suppose the only way I'd probably go to the theaters is enough of us to say about how good it is.
yeah.
Other than that, I'd watch it on the streaming services as long as enough of us say at least it's worth to watch there.
Mm.
Uh,
Yeah.
and people sit back and say, "Oh my god, I don't know what the hell that crap was." It's like, okay,
Yeah,
I
no,
might
exactly.
pass generally. I mean, but again, I trust our groups, or the people that we hang around with more than anybody else. So,
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
and
I
I mean,
completely
yeah,
agree.
the big question is being that we saw the big reveal of Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom.
Yeah,
How we know
that's
that
yeah.
Doctor Doom isn't in this film, at least partially.
He'll be in
Maybe a
the after
credit
credit scene.
scene.
After
Yeah,
credit
credit
scene.
scene. After credit or middle credit, something like that.
Well, or even before. You guys are talking about him, about everybody going to the other Marvel Earth. What if
Yeah.
it's Doctor Doom, because he also is a scientific mind, is one of the causes of that, because he's trying to escape so he can be safe, won't be eaten up by clones.
Possibilities. A lot of possibilities. Yeah.
Right. So I mean, if that was the case, thing that Galactus is going to destroy this Earth, which would be a shame because it's beautiful. Um, that's how I would do it. But again, this is Disney, so
Yep.
I'm not even going to speculate.
Mm.
Yeah. No. What about you, Cash?
I think it's going to be the most amazing thing ever. It's so great. Disney Marvel is the greatest ever. I
Okay,
cannot
hurry up! Somebody
believe
kidnapped
how
Cash. Help.
amazing it's
Even
going to
better
be.
than Deadpool and
My
Wolverine.
gosh, like this is better than even like the Mask animated show or Ghostbusters. No, this
Mm.
is,
Are
dude, this
Marvel
is,
the
But
Marvels?
honest opinion, Cash. Like, how do you feel? Like, honestly.
I don't care. I hate to say it, but like people,
Mm.
everybody is so mad at us all the time because we have different opinions on things, and people want to say how
Yeah.
negative we are all the time. It's like, I'm sorry, not sorry, but give me something like Winter Soldier, give me something like Civil War, and then maybe I'll be more intrigued. How many
Yeah.
Fantastic Four films do we need? How many
A
do
good
we
Yeah.
one.
need?
Like I
It's
said,
just,
we need a good
yes,
one.
we need a good one. So what was the last one that people liked? Was
Fox
the Fox
one.
ones,
No, no,
right?
no, 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 no.
The
Yeah, that was also Fox. The older
Yeah,
ones, the two
the
movies. That was
older two,
Fox.
right.
Yeah.
Mm.
Even however you feel about the Silver Surfer in that seemed to me like the Silver Surfer, but
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was
God,
good.
that's so many years ago now it seems. But they want to do this, and the argument is always the same that I've heard from people. It has to be done because this is the MCU. And so we need Fantastic Four. Do we, though? Do we need any of this stuff, really? Or we could do maybe heroes that could get more a light shined on them, and we could do their story more from the comics. I know, what a concept, but
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah. No, no, I do
I'm
understand your
I'm
view
not
on that
excited about
also.
this. This is one of those things where, just like a movie, you're not sure about. Wait for it on
Are you
cable,
but
and
you are gonna give it you are gonna give it a
I
watch when
I'm
it's
not going to
out?
go to the theater when it's out.
No, 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 no,
No,
but when it's out on streaming and stuff
uh,
like that?
I might. I don't know. The last really good Disney Marvel film that I enjoyed was Deadpool and Wolverine. So I thought that movie had a lot of fun to it. I just feel like we just keep recycling this stuff over and over again. And I agree with other people like Anna and people that things like Batman is timeless. But then I also feel like, it's okay to take a break from Batman too. I mean, look at what The Penguin was. That show was
Yeah,
amazing.
that was amazing.
Really fucking good
Really,
show.
yes, that
It
was a
really
fucking good
was.
show.
It doesn't pull any punches, and you as much as you want to hate these characters, you actually care about them. So I don't know. Maybe people are going to go see this Fantastic Four movie. Pedro Pascal, I guess he's very popular still. He's in everything.
He
these days,
is. He is in everything. So,
yeah. So
but yeah, no, I get you.
but if
Yeah,
it doesn't make money, you know what's going to happen. If it doesn't make much money, we hate you. It's the fans' fault. Go die in a fire. We're just joking, YouTube.
exactly. It's gonna be all
It's just
that.
every fucking time. That's always what they do. They can't say, you know what? Maybe we should have done better. Maybe we could have done better. Nope,
Yeah.
nope. It's always the fans'
So
fault.
again, we just
Why
have to
would you
wait
say
and
it's
see.
such a thing?
Yeah, right. But no, we just have to wait and see, and hopefully this movie can at least be decent enough. Hopefully. You just have to wait and see. But let's finish up the trailer. Again, he looks good.
As a family.
And right there, Vin Diesel, somewhere out there heard it. Because he's all about family.
That's right.
Yeah. But at least, I also, I do enjoy the suits. I do enjoy the more classical, older school. You get like the vibe of Fantastic Four. I'm gonna give them that. The suits are not terrible. You get the feeling of you are getting the feeling of Fantastic Four. So of
They look
course
great.
I am worried about certain stuff, and of course also what Cash have said and Baron has said too about we've been burned so many times, and yeah, all this kind of stuff. I totally agree with that. But at least one thing the trailer did for me also, at least, that it made me intrigued. It made me intrigued, even though I hate Pedro Pascal, even though I hate him a lot. Worst one of the worst actors, but the trailer made me intrigued. I'm at least, I'm gonna give it a watch at least to see how it is. I do like the aesthetics. I do like the world they have been creating, and I just really hope that this movie can pull it off. I really do, but I am gonna be wary and not expect anything. I'm not gonna expect it that it's gonna be bad. I'm not gonna expect that it's gonna be good. I'm just gonna go in there with an open mind when I watch it. Just an open mind with this movie. And hope for the best. And that's
There we
all
go.
I have to say about it. Just be open minded. And I think a lot of people will, of course, do that. And of course, again, as we talked about in the beginning of the show, some people are just gonna watch it for to hate and get clicks and views.
Right.
So,
And yeah, no need to do that. Life's too short for that.
yes, life is too short to do that, but we can agree to a certain point. It is an intriguing. It's a good trailer at least. Even if whatever if the movie's good or not, at least they made a good trailer at least, an entertaining trailer at least. And the world looks good. Any final thoughts on the trailer, Tom? I know you're the one who's probably most excited on the panel here.
Well, I just think it's interesting. I like the use of the futuristic look. If anybody remembers the World Fairs from the 30s and the 40s years ago, they had that. That's what kind of reminds me of the items. It's like they pulled their ideals from those, which is kind of cool, And where it's going to go, I don't know. I you know me, I'm always the optimist in anything, and. I have to have some hope, at least do this one right. Otherwise, this will be the last Fantastic Four film ever attempted, because you can't do it. This is it. You can't do it again. If they fail here, you can never bring that family back. It's been done too many times and failed. So if you don't do it right this time, that's it. You can't. Not anymore.
Yeah,
for 50, 60 years.
Completely agree on that one.
Yeah.
No, this is the last attempt to actually do a really good Fantastic Four movie. Even though the ones with back with Fox, even though they made 2 movies, and they're not the most horrible movies, but they're not perfect either. But again, the sequel destroyed the franchise that they were trying to build up, of course. And then we had that awful remake with Fox again, with the best Doctor Doom ever, right? Where his suit kind of melts on his skin.
Oh,
Uh, and yeah, just that also, didn't get any sequel, understandably. So it made no sense. So this is the final thing they can try to do, and they really have to. They really have to do something good at least with this. But at least, even if the movie is bad, at least we can say one thing. At least the world looks good and Galactus looks good.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
But what we saw, yeah.
So of course, gonna give credit where credit is due. Like me and Kilted with the Spider-Man show, right?
Yeah, but I'm gonna dump on something when I think it deserves it. That's for sure. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. If it's a mix of both, I'm gonna say so.
Exactly.
I'm gonna say so.
And we are gonna get to one last thing because I do see that the hour have gone real fast.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Time's fun. We
So what we are gonna do is watch the final trailer of Cobra Kai.
Oh,
Cobra Kai.
Yeah, Cobra Kai, the final part 3, the final. The trailer is out, so we are gonna react to it, and I am really excited for it. Just need to go on YouTube. So, who here on the panel has seen most of Cobra Kai or watched it all?
You're the closest one, Cash.
Whoops.
I think so.
Oops.
Yeah, I've watched some of Cobra Kai. We watched was it the first season, second season? What is this now? I don't. What are we in the 5th season, right? Yeah. Okay. So I've watched. So Mike and I were waiting for all 3 parts to finally finish. Then we were going to watch the last season. This is supposed to be the official 6, right? This is 6 now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Part 3 of season 6.
I thought it was yeah. Okay.
Part 3 of season 6. Okay.
So we don't own the rights or anything like that. Everything goes out to Netflix. And actually, I'm not here to trash on your trailer either. But if you want to be an asshole and sue someone, sue Hashi. He's the Bruce Wayne of our friend group. He is rich and all that kind of stuff. Just sue him. It's fine. You're going to make him famous if you do. You have sound, right?
Yeah.
In the beginning, we were enemies. Finish him! And through the years, you want to finish this? We've had our battles.
Bring it on.
All of us. Come on!
And Disney, if you want to learn something about blueprints and respecting source material and creating a new story, look at Cobra Kai. They did it the right way to respect the source, respect the movies, and create a new story at the same time. And creating a good story.
This isn't a tournament. There are no rules.
But that's only made us stronger. I guess it was inevitable. We'd end up on the same side.
And I love that, they became frenemies. Like, they're still enemies, but still really kind of best friends, but they don't want to admit it, right?
Yep.
Love the thing they did there.
And no matter the alliances we've made,
one purpose. Are the friends who have had our backs. One team.
our enemies are still out there.
What would life be without a few surprises?
We need to face those enemies and take them down once and for all.
To accomplish that as one, we need to go back to where it all began.
I know things got out of control in Barcelona.
A kid died.
Is the tournament back on? What am I even fighting for?
I wish I had the answers for you, kiddo, but I don't know.
They should fear you, and if they don't,
Like, it really intrigues you with this trailer. It really intrigues you.
Huh.
You get, you know, it's
6 seasons,
really...
huh?
make them.
Mhm.
Yep.
6 seasons,
This is the
yeah.
last part.
Yeah.
They could have
Everything
ended
I
with the
had
last
last time
season, but
didn't
they
make a
decided to
difference.
go on. So
Nobody deserves to get their
Because it was still stuff that they had to finish up, or it
I
would have
guess
been a
so.
cliffhanger. Yeah, or it would have been a cliffhanger.
You're the best around.
bitch.
Never gonna ever be
Last time.
down. You're the best.
Doesn't matter how many people are watching.
In season 6, it has been amazing so far. It's one of the best seasons
What
they
do you
did.
think of the valley?
Wow.
Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around.
Might get a copy strike of the song.
Yeah.
Not copy strike, it's just a claim. Though.
No, just a claim.
Claim.
It's
There's a difference.
I get those almost every other live
Yeah.
stream, and I just go whatever.
Yeah.
It's
But
not a
no,
strike, it's just a claim because they want your money, and like I get no damn money all my
I
life.
am excited for the last
Yay.
part.
Now, question: is this coming out all at once, or is it going to be weekly? Because sometimes Netflix does that, or is it going to be all at once?
At
Do you guys
once.
know?
At
Okay.
once. That's what they did last time. It came at once.
Because I'm way
don't remember
behind, to be
wrong.
honest.
Yeah, it
I've
came
only
at
seen
once
season
because
one.
I watched everything in one day. Both times, like every time they released something. So
I believe this came out from an independent project they were putting in, and look what it's become. You know,
It
so that's kind of cool.
It started on what was it? YouTube? What was it called? YouTube Red or some nonsense like that?
Yeah.
Yep.
And
And
it's
then it
like-
became big, and they did everything that we have been talking about that a franchise should do. That's why a lot of people were
respect
happy.
the source material. Huh.
Yes. They respected, again, as I said, they respected everything from the old movies.
And
They
didn't they say the new movie is going to tie in with this as well?
Yes, it is. This gonna tie in. Yeah,
That's
of
kind of
course.
cool, also.
So no, I love this universe. I'm really happy, really excited for this, and especially after the last episode of part 2, I'm really excited to see how this finish and then continue with, of course, Karate Kid, the new Karate Kid movie. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But I'm excited, at least. I'm excited. So yeah, what do you guys think? Are you gonna watch more of it, of the people that have not seen everything?
I haven't seen any of it. So
I have so much. Like I still need to watch Daredevil before the new series.
The Netflix show?
Yes.
Oh, you haven't seen that? Oh,
okay.
Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. He's not seen that show. How stupid can you be? What did you do with your life?
I was playing video games and getting. Never mind.
So good though. It is so good. Oh yeah. Anything Netflix did with the Marvel universe, I love them. Jessica Jones, that, and yeah, even the Defenders wasn't as bad as some people said. It's like, but they're like Punisher, Daredevil, so good.
Everything I've heard it's fantastic. So.
Oh yeah, totally.
Oh, it is. But yeah, I'm just waiting for this. For me, this is gonna be one of my favorite TV shows, other than Penguin. I think Penguin is, a great show, and Cobra Kai is a really good second for me, at least. So, Kilted, get your ass in gear and watch Cobra Kai, dude.
Yes. I'm going to watch Daredevil first. Daredevil's first, Cobra Kai eventually. I'm not making any promises.
I'm gonna be on your ass about it. Like, have you seen the Batman movie yet?
He didn't catch that.
Have you seen the Batman movie yet?
I haven't watched the Batman movie yet.
No, okay, you need to get your ass in gear there too.
What, the recent one you mean? The one with the worst Bruce Wayne ever? Oh, I hate that Bruce Wayne.
Wow.
He didn't play Bruce Wayne in it, but hopefully he will do next time. He was just Batman in that one. Early Batman. Second year Batman. It was the second year.
See, now that song is in my fucking head.
But I'm excited. I don't know much more we can talk about it because you guys haven't seen everything of it. But
Yeah,
all I'm
I've
gonna
seen
say
season
is
one. That's
that
about it.
yeah, Tom, get your ass in gear and watch it.
Oh, I know.
You,
I'm gonna wait till it's all done now, and I'll just binge it. So, like I
yeah,
did with
you
Silo
should.
in season
And when you
2. It's
have,
like, yeah.
please talk to me about it. I want to know your opinions about it, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And we were supposed to start wrapping up, but Cash Money is BRB.
Oh,
Of course.
okay. He's perfect. He knows how to do that.
He knows how to do that. But I highly recommend Cobra Kai, the series. I highly recommend it. Steve said, even my dad has binge watched Daredevil and Punisher Netflix series. You see that, Kilted? You see that? Come on, dude.
Blah blah blah.
Jessica Jones, she's hot. What's her name? Oh, Jessica. And then
and Fest Forever, hashtag, Baron, I'm gonna tag Fest Lengthy. Hail there, my Baron, and all those.
Oh, hey, Fez.
And hail to you. And, it's fun to see you on the other side here on Baron's channel, I think.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I didn't see that was
good.
on my channel.
Yeah.
See, not even paying attention. Goodness gracious.
Well, no, I don't have anything.
Not
I don't
paying
have
late to the show.
No, there's nothing that's on the board here that shows me where the streams are all going. I just assumed that.
Well, going back on that just quickly, making Daredevil.
I don't want to. I want to make fun of Baron.
3 seasons. Jessica Jones ran 3 seasons. Luke Cage only ran 2, but that was good too. A lot of hate got on Iron Fist. I didn't hate it. It was okay.
I didn't hate it. It's not the best. It's not the best, but
no,
it's decent.
And Defenders, a lot of people hated on that too. For what it was the weakest of them all, I think. And then the Punisher, which
not the best, but
Punisher, he played I was questionable at him playing Punisher. I'm like, no, he earned it. He lived that role.
He had a good personality for it.
Oh my gosh, he plays it perfectly, and they don't hold back in that one. They got to keep him like that if he comes into the MCU. Like, keep it as violent. You got it. It has to be rated R, because that was just.
Yep. So, Cash, are you coming back soon? Come on, man.
Probably not.
Need to wrap up. We're on the 2-hour mark. Come on, bro.
Where'd you go? I missed you so.
But who is excited for the Jurassic World rebirth here?
Been gone. I'm not gonna have a choice to watch it because Lanyap. Oh, I know this. I don't know if he's watched it yet, but I know this weekend we're gonna be watching Dog Man. I know that has nothing to do with it, but gonna be watching Jurassic World because I have to. Because it's my boy. The big
and we do have Old Gamer 72 Cutlass. I need an escape from things. Cobra Kai fill that.
Video games.
And Cobra Kai fill that, and to make it last, do you suggest 3 episodes a day? I suggest just binge it, or
I can binge.
Watch it. Yeah,
like Silo. If anybody heard of Silo, that was just season 2. I literally watched it one day.
It really depends on what you feel yourself. If like you want to watch like 3 episodes a day, 2 episodes a day, or if you want to binge it all, that's all up to you. But I highly recommend the Cobra Kai. It's a good escapism. It's a good story with a lot of impact, emotions with the characters. With the old characters, new characters, the families. It's a lot of great stuff there. Really good respected source, but they're respecting the source material, respecting the characters, adding on the story of stuff that we were hoping to know more about when we watched the older movies, get more information about stuff we always wondered about. And they explained in a good way, respectful way to the characters. And no, it's just a really great show. It's one of my favorite shows that has been created. I was skeptical in the beginning when I heard, they're gonna create, like, why do we need a Cobra Kai show? It's like, we hear the movies, but it surprised me really well, and I highly recommend it. Highly liked it. So it's gonna be a lot of fun to watch the. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, no. It's gonna be a little sad to see the ending, but it's also good to see the ending. Hopefully it's gonna be a good ending. I have my hopes up there. That's gonna be a good ending.
A fulfilling ending.
Yeah, I hope it's gonna be a good, fulfilling ending because a lot of shows lack endings sometimes. It's kind of annoying sometimes. A lot of shows that I like, but the ending are just like,
Yeah, they
oh, it's a
can.
little weak. Look who's
Heroes. I
back.
hated that ending. Just
I
random.
don't.
Sense 8, another one never ended really.
I
It's like,
don't.
oh, it's
I don't even remember the ending to Heroes.
Oh God, I don't remember it either anymore.
I stopped watching Heroes.
I don't. I don't remember that.
Just the
I
longest I've seen
recently
it.
I recently got into Castle, watching reruns, and I was like, "Dang, this fucking show is good." Oh, Nathan Fillion, I get it. Okay,
I
that's
thought
dead.
it was a cast- I
Okay,
thought that was a castle that Will Smith's kid was wearing on his head.
Yeah,
Ha!
no, exactly.
Oh,
But we are gonna start wrapping the show up because we're on a 2-hour mark. So we are gonna go around the table, and we will start with Techno Sapien Geek, aka Tom. Please commercial yourself and what's coming up next for you, brother.
not much. I'm working. That's what I've been trying to as a photographer, filmmaker, blah blah blah. I'm just working on my books and selling individual prints. It's the channel's kind of being kind of slowed right now. I'm not in the same world as everybody at the moment. It's just I'm trying to make a career, make my money because I don't have a 9 to 5 anymore. I gave it up to be a photographer, and it's not easy, but it's what I'm meant to do.
Being
So I'm working on my
cheesy.
it's getting the book done, doing individual prints. I'm selling everything I own to survive right now, but hey, it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do.
No, don't do
So,
that.
Let's make
but
a
yeah, that's what it.
GoFundMe or
You know,
something.
I mean, I'm on Mike's show and your show, so that's like I'm on Mike's on Tuesdays and Fridays, which will be tomorrow. That's the Comic Release
Yeah.
Crusader, and then here, and we'll probably do Skullcast, which hopefully we can get to talk wrestling too, because there's a lot that happened recently.
Yes, I'm gonna
Oh, I'm gonna
rewatch.
jump on
I'm gonna rewatch the episode one more time because I want to watch it all again, just so I remember everything.
Oh, the Rumble! I actually watched it again, and I watched Raw. Raw on
Yeah.
Netflix has been amazing. The Pushing of Penta and so many other good things going on there. So yeah, it's interesting. A lot going on. Right now.
Yeah, but that was a good Royal Rumble day, 2025. It's a good one.
Well, if you watch Raw, I'm just going to bring this out lightly. Watch how Jay was literally, that was him crying for real. That wasn't a character thing. That was like, he's
Yeah.
emotional. That was genuine emotion. He started crying.
Yeah.
Like, wow, they're going with him. Like, wow, that was
Yeah.
cool.
That
I
was
loved it.
crazy, man. That was amazing,
Yeah.
dude. That was amazing.
Kevin
But
Owens,
anything more you
he
want
did
to promote?
amazing. Oh, there you go. Anyway,
I know.
that's about
I
it,
do
really.
know you have a book.
I have a book. I can let me see, slap that in the room. Yeah, it's a book that I did many eons ago. It was months ago last year, and the poem book.
When you were 23, you got married to a
Yeah.
widow who was
Actually, I
pretty
did write those poems back when I was in my early 20s, late teens. So when I traveled Canada, I used to be a gypsy. I used to travel in buses and used to
a
travel across the
gypsy.
country.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the artwork I did in the 30s when I put together the book, and I decided maybe this will help people with mental health issues because I was really down and out, and we always still suffer from that. And maybe if they can realize, hey, somebody went through this and they're still going, okay, there's a reason to stay alive. So you know, you can fight the depression because depression
It's a really
sucks,
good
I
book,
know.
people. It's a really good book. I feel like you really start thinking about life, started thinking about what you do with your life and what you want to achieve in your life. There's a lot of good emotions in that book, and it's an inspiring
Dark emotions,
book, in my
but
opinion.
they are real.
Yeah, it's dark
and at the
emotions, of
end, I do
course.
leave numbers, like all the numbers you call. So if you need help or you're seeking help or anything like that, I leave that all at the back.
Your
Some websites
emotions,
as
it
well.
really goes into your emotions in a good way. You actually, it does inspire. It's a realistic book, not like a lot of
and
other
let's be
things.
honest
It's a
here.
good
And
one. It's
some
right
of my
from the
best friends
heart.
are women, but men are crapped on nowadays a lot more than anybody else, you know, and for no apparent
Yep.
reason. And it's like that's why I like doing the Steve show sometimes. That's over with Manorama. I haven't been on in a while, but he said he'd be bringing me back because it's about men's mental health, and you know, stuff like that. We got to look after each other because really we're kind of laughed at and scoffed at, and we're toxic,
Exactly.
which is dumb as hell. There's toxic
Exactly. We're
people,
super
yes,
toxic.
but there's no toxic masculinity. That's dumb as hell.
Yep. But no, always fun to have you here, brother. And I'm proud of you, man.
Thank you.
And then we're gonna
Great.
go
Now the damn song's in
to-
my head. Thank you.
Now we're gonna go to the guy who can't sit still and gonna annoy everybody.
Me?
Mr. Kilted.
Can't sit
Yeah.
still? I don't know what on earth you think that. I'm the Kilted Cajun. I had made plans to go to MegaCon this weekend, but that fell through because money. So I'm gonna do better planning, moving ahead, trying to show up at conventions now and then around my area. So who knows? Maybe somebody will finally see my face. No, say it ain't so. Anyway, I try to do regular videos of commentary, criticizing the mainstream people that make our entertainment when they say foolish things, regardless of whether or not you like their product. When they say foolish things, I'm going to do what I can to call them out. It may not be the most popular thing that hits my channel every now and then. Still worried about my video today, but hey, it is what it is. I was honest. I will be honest. I will be forthcoming with my opinion. And I check out stuff in the entertainment industry as far as movies and TV shows and talk about it on Wednesday nights with Hoshi and Jason whenever I remember to send him the damn link. Although he can always send me a message.
Exactly.
He can always send me a message saying, hey, twat,
Yeah, you had told us before, Kilted, that we just send you a message if we want to.
Send me a message. I am so. If anybody hasn't figured this out, I'm scatterbrained. My memory is Swiss cheese on a good day. I don't think I like planning ahead. I really do need to do that more to get a little bit more structure in some of my videos and live streams. But I see a squirrel and I'm like, oh hi, how you doing? So
how you doing? You want to
smoke?
I
go off on tangents. It's
you know what? A secret to that I do. I keep notations in books. I buy cheap dollar store notebooks and I write down everything.
I'm 50 years old. I've been trying that my entire life, right?
Dude, I'm 52 and I still, I know.
I set alarms. I remember birthdays because Steve. You see what I mean? I have a laptop in front of me because I'm moving tickets around for my work tomorrow. I'm talking to y'all and still having a relatively, conversation and paying attention. And I see what Steve types in the chat and I'm not even going to look at it, you prick. But so I have alarms. I have so many fucking alarms for everything, but I try to keep up. So yeah, and every single one of y'all is welcome on Wednesday nights. If y'all have time, 8 p.m. Central, hit me up because I feel awkward sending out invites and asking people if they want to come on. So this is just a general invitation. Every single one of y'all is always welcome on one of my live streams.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
appreciate it,
man. Hit me up so I know because I feel like it's
we
so
need to.
very strange. Like I'm nervous about trying to invite someone that I'd be interested in talking to because I'm going to feel like I'm trying to grift off of their fame. It's like, no, I'm a fanboy and I just want to talk to you and bullshit about video
You're
games.
the most famous of all of us. What the hell are you talking about?
I was just going to say
not at the time. I've grown, sure. I mean, yeah.
You don't need to worry about that. You're more famous than us. Come on, bro.
I just run my mouth. I don't know if y'all watched last night, but I shared. We watched a trailer for a game called Date Everything, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm so looking forward to playing that game because it's gonna be so much. It's gonna be so ridiculously foolish.
The last game you play, it's the colors and that reality game and I don't care what anybody says, milk and a hot dog together, absolutely disgusting, man. Absolutely disgusting.
I think the color saturation for the Date Everything is not going to be as bad, and I cannot deny the pastel oversaturated brightness of that game was painful.
It's like a unicorn threw up a massive rainbow. Yes,
absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm worried if I want to see it or not.
But yeah, quickly before we move on, the dating of the Date Everything game is you're an employee, you work wherever you work got replaced by AI, and the next day you get a package in the mail for a pair of glasses called Date Viators, DATE Viators, like aviators.
Okay.
And it gives you, they're magical glasses that give you the ability to date inanimate objects. And as soon as I saw the rubber ducky turn into this, for lack of a better term, biker dyke, I lost it and I was sold. Like, it's so ridiculous. I was sold.
It's so ridiculous that you have to buy it.
I have to.
It could be legit tree huggers.
That's out in June. My Lex Gaming live stream is going to be Avowed on the 17th. I'll be streaming Avowed those 2 days. I'm not giving him any money. I'm just come check out the character creator and let's
Game
see.
Pass. I'm gonna use those
Game
games for
Pass.
Game Pass.
100% Game Pass.
Yes.
Let's see what this nonsense is about. And at the end of the month, I'm getting Monster Hunter Wild, just hands down. So that's the gaming. That's the gaming streams in the future.
Capcom needs to allow people to use mods again. Come on, Capcom, don't be stingy.
Yeah, good luck. They're ridiculous.
They're assholes about certain
game.
things. Yes.
But of course, then we have, before that too, I want to say hail to Mrs. Martin Muses. Even though we are wrapping up, it's good to see you. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. And then we're going to get to Mr. Late and Gay, Mr. Baron Ormontag himself.
Late and Gay.
I thought that was Cash.
I thought that was Bye.
No,
right.
that's Jace. That's Jace.
No, it was Late and Bye.
He's bi this week. He's gay the next week. He's something else. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Yeah, you don't
Straight
know.
on Mondays.
So, basically, the quick thing to sit back and say is every Sunday and Wednesday, please join me and Cash Money on Mike's Pacific 414 Pop Talk on Pacific 414. On Sundays, that's at noon Central Standard Time, 1 Eastern. And on Wednesday, it's 5 o'clock Central Standard Time and 6 Eastern. So please join us over there. We have a lot of fun. Jay sometimes comes by and visits, as well as a bunch of others. So yeah, please do that. Other than that, I'll leave the rest to have Mr. Cash Monet fill in.
Yeah. And then we have Late and Almost Gay.
Not even close to gay. Jace.
What's
Mr.
wrong?
Bi
Are
is
you
straight.
not
Yeah,
happy?
well, happy sometimes. It depends.
Sometimes.
It depends on the day lately, but yeah. So tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time over on YouTube and Twitch, we will be doing Marvel Rivals, and we'll see how many people we have for that. And Baron, did you put in a little bit more time? You over the 55 minutes now? Sure.
Yeah, sure.
You freaking bastard. But
yeah,
anyway,
sure I did, man.
Fun game. Really good.
Yeah,
So,
it's a pretty fun game, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's all that's just coming up right now. There's other stuff going on, but nothing secure. I've been I had to deal with some stuff, so I'm just getting things back in order.
Understandable, brother.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, but yeah, just tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Twitch, and for Cash Money 007 and over on Phantom Hooligans on YouTube, we will be playing Marvel Rivals for a few hours.
What do y'all play on?
I mean, we'll be on
y'all
PC.
are higher level. Never mind.
We're on PC, and we'll be on. I don't know. I haven't played that much. I like the game. I'm not in love with it, but it's a fun game. Yes, it is.
Vash the
Hello.
Stampede, the humanoid typhoon. Yes, I
Mhm.
love that character.
Great character. Yeah. I
Exactly.
found out about Vash in my early 20s. So, yeah.
Yep. No, exactly. Anything more you want to say?
No, that's all for now.
Oh, okay.
That's wait. Oh, okay. Well, it won't be. Unfortunately, I got some hospital stuff to take care of, Baron, next Tuesday. But the Tuesday after that, we will be back with Cranky Old Fans at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Cash Money Madness over on Rumble. So, yeah. Sorry, things have been slow, Baron.
We'll talk. We'll talk. My agent will talk to your agent.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, everything.
It will all work out, as I say. It will all work out in the end. And for me, normally you can always find me here with these fine gents on our channel, 540 Studio, of course. And also, normally you can find me also sometimes with Comic Relief Crusader, of course, with Techno Sapien Geek himself is also there normally, where we talk about fun news and other articles and stuff like that. They're really similar to what a lot of us other do, but with a different spin on it. And also sometimes I need to get back with Sir Talkslot and do some shows with him again. It's been a while since I've been there now, but normally you can find me there sometimes where we talk about disgusting food and food crimes. And there's a lot of food crimes out there, especially like when you put testicles on your pizza.
What?
And yes, yes.
Uh,
And also Sweden, fuck you for all the disgusting pizzas you are making. Fuck you,
Wow, good
Sweden.
Thanks, Sweden.
Yeah. And also, you can also find me, of course, with Vinyl Revival on Rumble, where we do have an exclusive show where we talk about music and the story behind the music and the singers, the everyone in the band or artist. We go through their story and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. Really proud of Vinyl Revival and Pope. We recently got Memnock on their show to talk about their music and all that fun stuff. So I'm really proud of the guys. I was just there to be a handsome voice.
Ooh, a handsome voice. Oh, excuse me.
shit.
Yeah, yeah. That's what Vinyl Revival normally say. I'm the one who attracts the ladies with my voice.
Giggity.
But you can always find me there and with the other gents there. A really fun show. And of course, on Saturday, we are doing a lot more Skullcast, and I'm gonna rewatch the Royal Rumble 2025 again, because I want to watch it again, and I don't want to forget the moments that was on that show. It was fantastic. A lot of great fights this time. And Netflix, I'm really happy that they have not messed up the streaming yet. That's been really good. First time they did it, the boxing thing, really bad.
That
But
was
this
better than the
time,
boxing thing. That's good.
it's not like the boxing thing with Jake Paul. No, with Jake and Mike Tyson. It was nothing like that. It doesn't glitch like that or anything like that. So they are doing it properly this time, and that's good. And other than that, if you need an editor, I work as a professional editor. So if you need
Ooh,
a video
professional editor. Ooh, yeah.
What if I'm
yeah.
looking for an
He
unprofessional editor?
But
He's gonna
no,
stamp it on his forehead, man. That's crazy.
yeah, right. But since I work as a professional editor and stuff like that, so if you need an intro, outro, a video, whatever it is that you desire, I'm always up for hire if you ever need something. And I'm
Ooh,
always
up
trying
for
to be
hire.
really fair with the prices. We will always discuss the prices, and I try to be cheaper than other people normally because I want to be nice. I don't want to be a dick like many others out there. And with that, we have a lot new merch on our web stores. We have everything from hoodies, t-shirts, and everything that you can desire if you're interested to have anything from us. And I might have a little secret on the website if you're interested in music. But other than that, as I always say, just remember, life's too short, make the most of it. And we in 540 Studio, we love you, we appreciate you, and none of us would have been here today if it wasn't for all of you great peeps out there. Thank you for the love, thank you for the inspiration, and we will see you next time. And with that, goodbye, everybody. Woo!